are Geelong, the greatest team of all. We are Geelong, we're always on the ball. We play the game as it should be played, at home or far away. Our banners fly high from dawn to dark, down at Gardenia Park. We are Geelong, the greatest team of all. We are Geelong, we're always on the ball. We play the game as it should be played, at home or far away. Our banners fly high from dawn to dark, down at Gardenia Park.
Rightio, g'day everyone, welcome back to another live watch on the channel. Round 14, third week of buys. Only the 6 games this week, but there's bound to be a couple of crackers hidden here. And I mean, the first 2 matchups are beauties to kick off your weekend. First one though, Thursday night, Port versus Geelong. I'll go on the upset of this one right off the bat. I'm going Geelong by 10. I think they can win with their wins, but I know I'm loving Port Adelaide. Nevertheless, it's going to be a cracker, I do think. I think this is a massive game for both teams, really. Obviously, Port can't take Geelong lightly. Geelong itself, well, they are a high-credential side, but they need to actually prove it out on the field where they've been on and off this year. And for me, if they're going to be a true finals team, I think this is a game where they've just really got to play at least good footy at. Healthy loss, probably can't afford because they're sitting at 9th at the moment, but you never know. I think they're usually quite decent against Port Adelaide in general, minus finals. But Port Adelaide, it's one of the hardest destinations and venues to play at and teams to play at in the league at the moment. So, yeah, it is obviously going to be risky if you are hopping on the bandwagon and tipping Geelong. But certainly don't hold a grudge against Port, by the way, because I'm not tipping them. I think they are one of my more favourite teams to watch in the competition at the moment, because that team up there is playing shithouse. It gives me an opportunity to, cheer on for a little bit more of a team. No, I'm joking. I always do love my Swannies, and I'll cheer them on to the death. But, I love watching other teams, and I think, apart from the Swans, Port Adelaide's one of my more favourite teams to watch. I think they've been playing awesome. They've been playing fast-paced. Their ball movement's been really good to watch. They've just been overall a great team, and even still with some key outs they do have in their forward line, they're still really doing the business. Yeah, they're going to be, I think, hopefully, maybe a team that could be in a grand final spot. We're only halfway through the season, though, so you know, I don't want to get into those conversations a bit too early. But yeah, hopefully everyone's going well. Welcome to the stream. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Go everyone to chat. GT, Swans, Lucas, 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐼𝐿𝐴, Coasty. How's Fire, Loki, Hayden? Liam McConnell, thanks for becoming a member, mate. Member for 1 month. Really appreciate it. I think if I remember, you joined last month or something. But yeah, no, cheers, mate, for your support. But yeah, hopefully everyone's going well. Yeah, hopefully your week's been going well so far too. Good after Thursday night games back. Obviously mixed opinions with it. Yeah, I mean, if you go to watch the game, it's probably not ideal. But I think just as a viewer watching on the telly, it's not bad. Because you know it's a game to get around before a day before, you know, one of the last days of the weekday. So yeah. Anyways, we'll get in the lineups while we wait. So probably around 7 odd minutes. The first bounce. See, 6 games just this week. I don't know what to expect tomorrow from my Swannies though. They're probably going to be absolutely terrible, but hopefully it's a close game. But yeah, this is what I mean. In the tipping video, I did say I do like Geelong's potential ins. So yeah, as I said, Max Holmes, Duncan and Dangerfield all back in. Granted, they're not probably going to be 100% fitness, but still they are key ins. So I just think with Dangerfield on their side, their midfield really goes up another level with clearance, where that's where Port Adelaide's been pretty good. Quinton 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐼𝐿𝐴 is going to get his debut for Port Adelaide as the one of the recruits from the mid-season draft. Obviously playing against his former side, so that's going to be interesting. Yeah, probably will line up maybe in the forward line. He's been playing a bit of midfield too, maybe half forward, not too sure. Ryan Burton's back after being surprisingly dropped the week before. Lockie Jones injured, and then yeah, Rioli had a bit of flu according to Ken Inkling with his pre-game presser. Yeah, so Riley Bonner will be the sub. It's not named yet for. Yeah, it's not named for Geelong yet. I think it's going to be Jack Bowes. But yeah, the outs for Geelong. Nevitt's injured. Mullen, the Irishman's injured. Simpson's dropped as a sub, and Segler's injured. So yeah, it's interesting looking at these lineups. Still don't know what to expect from Geelong. Are we going to get the crap Geelong, or are we going to get a Geelong side that can really compete? So yeah. And, you know, obviously, Cameron and Hawkins have been a little bit inconsistent this year, probably more of Hawkins, but they're still putting up good numbers. And I think, you know, when they're up and about, they can be unstoppable. But I think just matchups-wise, this should be bound to be a really good game. G'day, Rules. G'day, Zach. Bad news for no Heaney, no Buddy. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. But I like to look at it as glass half full sort of approach. I think, you know, Heaney's been pushing a little bit more into the midfield. It's freed up the forward line that way. We play decent footy without Buddy, you know, numbers-wise. So it really does open up for McLean or Amati, where they can, you know, cause a little bit of impact without Buddy in the forward line. Obviously, McLean, very good in the air. Marty, athletic. Jack Buller, of course, the debutant. Some can see how he'll go. Down forward, obviously, kicking 5 goals in the twos last week. But yeah, just hoping for just a good competitive performance. I think the defence got to stand up, and our ball movement's got to be bloody good. Thoughts on 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐼𝐿𝐴 and debut, says Hayden. Yeah, no, it's great to see. Yeah, he was bossing the VFL prior to being picked up. I think it was for Essendon's VFL team. It was one of those teams. But yeah, obviously, yeah, it is good to see. He probably obviously didn't play last week and hasn't been able to make his way convincingly in the side just because Port Adelaide's been playing so well. But yeah, the numbers he's been putting up is pretty impressive. I think his sample game last week was pretty good too. So close from 14k. Yeah, we are, which is pretty cool. Good, I guess. I mean, as I've said a few times, the goal, I guess you could say, is we'll try and hit 15k by the end of the year. A bit of a goal there, so yeah, it'd be awesome to try and hit that. I think we're projecting to, so always nice to see. And yeah, it's good to see that the subs ticking over. I always do appreciate your fellow support. Anyways, a few minutes until this first bounce. Matchups. It's just how I look at this game. I think it could be a game, one in the midfield. Dangerfield in there. Obviously, Bowes of the sub. Bruin's been good as of late. But just is the nucleus of that team, Paddy Dangerfield. And are we going to see good games from Hawkins and Cameron? Obviously looking, you know, Jonas is yet to make his way into the side. I think Mackenzie's been playing a bit of a decent job back there. 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐼𝐿𝐴 too. And then you got Miles Bergman, sort of like a third tall. They can get up there too. You know, Dylan Williams, Ryan Burton back in the team. Houston, he's been classy this year, Dan Houston. Kane Farrell, of course. Should be a ripper, but usually when I say that, it's a bit of a shit game, but I don't think it will be. But, you know, given it's a home game for Port and they're flying, they have, you know, every chance to make this a blowout. But I just don't think Geelong are the team to do that. They seem to weather the storm of a season better than many clubs, so I think they can get in a bit of a groove. Maybe it just isn't their year. Maybe we're just trying to be a bit too positive about them. Maybe they're done and got to be a bit more ruthless with them. But yeah, I think Cats and Port is always quite a decent matchup. They're just showing on Fox Footy now the past matchups throughout the years between these two sides. They're always good games. And even the one last year too, with the Cats and Port Adelaide, I think, Geelong did beat Port at Adelaide Oval last year, and obviously the Cats are up and about, but I think Port Adelaide were in a bit of form around that time, so yeah. And it's always not hard to knock off Port at Adelaide Oval too. G'day Daniil and Jensen, hopefully you two are going well. Have you been getting footy cards? Oh God, can't remember the last time I got a pack of footy cards. It's been a long time. I used to collect them a little bit when I was younger. Used to collect a bit of NRL and AFL ones. Nah, mate, but you know, costs a bit of money, mate. Just for a bunch of cardboard. Cool to get though. I mean, if I got a freebie or something. Yeah, day's been alright, Jensen. Hopefully yours has been good too. Anyway, coin toss. Peter Dangerfield back in there. Ollie Wines. Who's going to win this one? Wines will, and they'll kick to their cheer squad into the right hand side of the screen. Porter kicking two in the first term. They're on to estimate the cunts. I think Port win, but it could be close. Yeah, I'm with you, Daniel. I mean, I have tipped them. I'm not with you with tipping Port, but yeah, I think they do lift tonight. It's a massive game for them in the context of their season, because it's just not getting any easier with some of these some of these competitive teams. You look at the 7 to 12 block of teams. You got Gold Coast, got Adelaide, you got Geelong, you got Essendon sort of in there. You got the Bulldogs now fighting for a spot. It's really competitive around that mark. So it's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze. I mean, we always say it. It's going to be a close one, final round. It was last year. No ways they never tear us apart. You'll love to see it. But yes, of course, does Zach Butters get tagged? I think. Anyway, that's the question of the stream. It will load through on your bottom right-hand side of your screens. Is Zach Butters the best player in the competition? I think at the moment he certainly is. Maybe a Brownlow favourite. He's just unstoppable at the moment. Attacking the footy. He's been keeping fit, which is a positive with him because he's had injury problems the past few years. But he's just been bossing it. Just such a bull. He's small, but he plays bigger than what his size suggests, and he's able to get on the outside and really penetrate the opposition. Great kick. Obviously going in there forward half too. Anyways, let's get into this game. Port Adelaide and Geelong for your Thursday night footy. It's first versus ninth. Port Adelaide 10 wins in a row. They are on absolute fire. Let's get this game underway. Port Adelaide, Geelong, we're underway at the Adelaide Oval. Who gets it done tonight? Connor Rosie just straight away, hands it straight to that man. Zach Butters just talked about a nice short kick. Burn Jones plays on to Connor Rosie. He can go for goal here to kick off this game. It's going to go across the face and through for a minor behind. Jeez. Bloody hell. Oops, accidentally gave it to Geelong. That's my bad. It's incorrect. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate, Noah. That's, yeah, very unlucky. Felt that just can't be a ban what he did there. It didn't look too dangerous for tackle, but you know how the AFL looking at it. It's just about the the head bump on the deck, which is unfortunate. And Isaac Smith, clean hands, gives it out to Jeremy Cameron, taps it in the direction of Blitzarves. It's all about the pick up here. It keeps the tap express going. Look at that. Granville to be one here. Beautiful picker from Atkins. Is that a high tackle? No, that was a good tackle from Houston. Ball up inside there, forward 50. Just a disgusting way to get treated. Yeah, yeah, it's just unfortunate with that 𝐼𝐶. Just can't stop getting suspended now. He's always in the naughty book, I think, with tribunals and stuff and all that whatnot in the MRO. A nice hand pass out from close. Chance for 𝐬𝐿𝐴 Cameron now on his favoured left. It's a scrappy ball, but it falls beautifully to Gary Rowan on the left. She'll kick the first, and it does. Geelong, first of Thursday night. And it's Jeremy Cameron again involved on the scoreboard there, really. scrappy kick, but fell nicely into Rowan's lap. And his non-preferred finish is true. Well, there we go. First of the night, Coach Geelong. You absolute beauty. Obviously not a bad turnout, of course, at Adelaide Oval. Obviously going to be a, yeah, I mean, given Port Adelaide's form, probably not a spare seat in the house. I always want to go to Adelaide Oval. Looks like a fantastic ground. I mean, wouldn't mind going to 𝐼𝐶𝗰𝗶𝗹 game there. A textbook finish from Gary Rowan, 32 years old. It always feels younger, Gary Rowan. He's been in the system, obviously, for quite a while now. Away back in the midfield, so Geelong with the first of the evening after Port got the first centre clearance. Can they get another one here? Lie-set tap. Wines. This is soccer in the air. Travis Boak did well. Oh, he can't get the hands out, unfortunately. That could be ball. And it is. That's a great tackle from Tom Atkins. What a year Tom Atkins had last year, of course. One of those important role plays for Geelong, key to their premiership run. He was just brilliant. Anyway, Zach Guthrie now. Bit of a hacky kick inside 50. How about that? Falls perfectly. Again, geez, a few of these hack kicks are seeming they treat Geelong absolutely beautifully well as Brad Close gets the footy right on his chest. Silver service. And the long sleeves man can go back. Well, 2 minutes in here. Chance for Geelong to go 2 goals. 2 goals up straight away. He played for the Swans. Yeah, sure did, mate. Loved him as a Swannies player. Alright, Brad Close, can he kick Geelong second here? From 50 out, it's going to come back. I think it's home. Does it up the distance? No, it does not at all. Jeez, they're trouble in that camera angle again. Nice tap from Cameron Stengel now. Just couldn't get the purchase on the footy. Rosie just bashes it out there towards the wing, and that's going to be an unfortunate bounce and has to be deliberate. And it is 100% every day of the week. Nice Stewart to bring back it into play. Not a bad start here for Geelong as they get another inside 50 from Stewart towards the pocket. Who's up here? Oof, almost rolling with the fly. Still has plenty of athleticism in those old 32-year-old legs. And good pressure from Stengel. Tackling Bergman and boundary thrown here. Boundary thrown here. Hawkins at line set to go at it. Hawkins did well. Very good forward ruckman, of course. Farrell just with a bit of a clearing kick. Blitzars with good body work. Could fall out to Marshall here. Henry, oh jeez, doesn't know where it went. He'd get that man a compass. Jesus Christ. Holmes, lovely pickup. And a nice kick in board does find Mark O'Connor, the Irishman. Gives it back to Max Holmes. He can go bang here from 50. It's not going to make the distance. Could fall to Stengel. Oh, almost. That would have been a lovely mark and close. Will get the cheeky soccer home. And geez, what a start this is for Geelong. They've got the first 2. Well, wait. Why are you wearing the BF7 bedding instead of the BF9? Don't have the BF9, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just don't have it, really. I should have gotten one, but the thing is, it's at Coles, right? There's not a Coles near me, so, you know, yeah, could get one online, but, you know, as long as you got a BF beanie on, mate. No matter what number, what name. Probably matters the name, actually, because it's Big Freeze and obviously MND, but you know what I mean. Always supporting the girls. And just that Big Freeze game was fantastic. And I about that moment with Neil Danaher walking off. That was a great moment to see, that standing ovation from both clubs. Utter class. But anyway, back into this game. It's a good start for Geelong. Lovely tap from Lysette. Falls to Butters. Inside 50 here towards the pocket. Dixon, that's a lovely spall there from DeConing. Pepper goes in hungry, but can't get the clean pick up. And it's a boundary throw. Yeah, good thanks, VD, mate. Hopefully going well yourself, mate. So also I think James Brayshaw, I don't know why James Brayshaw isn't commentating at the moment. But yeah, he just hasn't been, so... That's why Alistair Nicholson's been doing overtime with a few of these gigs. Bit of extra cash in his pocket. But as evolved, yeah, he's something special, mate. Tap from Dixon was nice. Horn Francis can't get a kick away. DeConing now out across to Tannenbruen. The former Giant gets out of the fence towards the wing. Dangerfield can't take the one handy. 𝐼𝐗𝐤 now. Hand pass forward. Winds. Rosie. Beautiful play. Hands it to Butters. Oh, beautiful movement from Zach Butters. He can go bang here from 50 out. Zachy Butters. The crowd loves it. What a goal from Zach Butters. And what form he's been in. Oh, that is superb. One of the Brownlow medalist favourites, of course, Zachy boy. Beautiful movement. The handball received from 50 out. Bang. Straight through the high diddle. 1 goal, 1-2 goal zip. Port were there first. Bit of a settler after a good Geelong start. You know why Buddy and Heaney are injured? Yeah, it is frustrating. Reason being is because sorry, I don't mind Blake. Heaney, delayed concussion. Buddy, knee soreness. So yeah, it's no good. Anyway, nice centre clearance work here for Geelong. Holmes, another inside 50, but it's a poor kick. 𝐼𝐗𝐤 with the intercept. Now out across to the wing. Butters to go here. Bruin couldn't get the body work, and Zachy boy again gets it and goes. Hand pass over the top to Byrne-Jones. They can go here, Port. Byrne-Jones just not a good hand pass to 𝐼𝐻𝐵LE. Applies the pressure and carries it over. G'day, Miles. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hopefully going well, mate. Willem Drew now inside 50. Here we go again from Port. Does it fall to Marshall. Dixon. Oof, couldn't take the second bite of the cherry. Now Bruin out across to Mitch Duncan. Not a good kick there. Back in the team. And it'll be the only throw.
Chris Scott coaching his 299th game tonight. He's only 5 behind the great 𝐼𝐻𝐿 𝐴𝐥𝐝. The only Geelong coach with over 300 to his name. And they missed the final.
Now Houston now high ball inside 50. Punch from all the Geelong defenders overcommitted, but geez, they're bouncing in favour of Finlayson there. Holmes gets it out. Zach Tui now with a clearing kick. Jeez, Myers did it right there on the 1 and 3, but Port get it back. Rosie now hands it across to Josh Sin. Can he line up for goal, Joshy boy? It's across the face. Well, Port have recovered nicely here. Oh, we have a 5 VFL. Yeah, exactly, mate. On the Mountain Buller Express, mate. Anyway, Todd Marshall inside 50 again. Dixon almost with the 1 paw. And Rosie a nice tackle applied. Butters now hands it out. 𝐼𝐻𝐿. He's a chance. Another point for Port. Well, they're peppering Geelong at the moment with the inside 50s and scoring opportunities, but just can't convert. Anyway, Duncan now short to Isaac Smith. He'll pump it out of the fence. Good spore from McKenzie. Holmes now. Hands it out to Zach Guthrie. He did well there, young Zachy boy. Low kick inside 50. Well defended from Bergman at ground level. Inside 50. Stoppage here for Geelong. Thoughts on the game tomorrow? I don't know. I feel like with the low expectations, we can probably make it a good game, but I just think Brisbane bounced back. Gabba just too strong for us, I think. I think they'll get it done by around 4 or 5 goals. Dangerfield. That wasn't very good there. Jeez. Give it straight to Port. Farrell now boots it out of the fence towards the other side of the deck. Duncan, great attack on the footy. Sin, oof, he did well there, but just got the hands out, Duncan. Now Tui on the edge of the 50. McKenzie did well there, but it's in the back. Dangerfield's free. That's unfortunate. Just how about that commentary? Dangerfield spent his bye surfing. Not a bad way to spend your week off. Anyway, Paddy Dangerfield, this will be big. If he can slot this one home. It's going to go across the face, but it's a high ball. Could fall to someone here. But is read it front and square. Rosie now. Out of defence it goes. Not a good kick. It's going to come back here for Geelong. Jack Henry with the intercept. He's got a few options to his left. He goes short, hits the 45 out across the Irishman of Mark O'Connor. It's about this final kick, Port. Got a few numbers flooded back in defence here. O'Connor now inside 50. Launching is Dangerfield. Oh, almost took the mark. Cameron, don't tell me. Oh, that would have been one of the goals of the season. What was that kick even? How did they even have the power and accuracy almost? Just hit the post. Went for like a backwards kick. Oh, that would have been sensational. Oh, geez, bit of risky play there from Houston, but just gave it to 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼 and he gets the hand pass receive. Houston now, what a beautiful kick he is. Long distance, Boak. Jeez, he got clobbered there late by 𝐷 𝐞𝐿𝐼. Going to be free for Port here on the centre wing. Shelbourne's only 9 points behind first in the Brownlow. I'm guessing that's like some sort of predictor. Yeah, might be up there. Stewart anyway, can't take the mark. Atkins boots it out. That's really well done from Mackenzie on Cameron there. Finlayson now off the turnover here. Come Port, another inside 50 their way. Deep entry, Dixon's up. Well defended from Guthrie, did beautiful there. O'Connor's got to get rid of it. And a nice tackle applied from Marshall. Not a bad start here from both teams. Applying the heat, applying the intensity. Last sent 𝐷 𝐞𝐿𝐼 to go up. Dixon and 𝐷 𝐞𝐿𝐼 to go up at it in the ruck. Atkins, Broon. Close. Just can't find an opponent at the moment. It's just getting swarmed by this Port pressure. Atkins now. Twists and turns. Out of defence he goes. Need to find a mark here. I think Geelong, they just can't get out of their back half. And a beautiful mark from Dylan Williams. I'm just going to sit up at the top of the 50. 𝐷 𝐞𝐿𝐼 in front position. Couldn't do enough to take the mark. Burn-Jones ran the corner, top of the goal square. It goes. Hits the woodwork. Probably is going to be touched through anyway. 1 goal for now for Port. Probably now the better side this first quarter, but just can't execute. Wouldn't mind seeing that TY though. Chatty Warner tucking on the Brownlow this year. That'd be something special. Anyway, Stewart now out across to Zach Guthrie. And he boots it into the fence. Powell Pepper in a good spot to take this. No, sorry, it's Houston. And he does take the mark. Very nice. Inside 50. Kick looks beautiful. Flooded on the chest of Todd Marshall. What a kick. Jeez, that is a beautiful kick from Houston. Probably one of the better ball users, I think, in the competition for your halfback flankers we've got. Great kick. So Todd Marshall, 17 goals, 7 from set shots. Usually a great kick for goal, but he's hooked that one across the face. It just hasn't been the same this year, Todd Marshall, with his set shots. Like last year, he was, I think, the most accurate goal kicker in the comp, but he's just been really inconsistent now a little bit. Now Isaac Smith, now the veteran, the boy from Wagga Wagga. Gives it to Duncan, short now to Bruin. Gives it on his favoured side of Isaac Smith now, and he can find a nice target to Dangerfield. Few boos, of course, as he was a former Crow, so Port fans naturally do hate his guts. Buse now told to go. Hand passes to Buse now inside. No, let's go Rowan, sorry, inside 50. Mark O'Connor, that's great. Attacking the footy, and Burn-Jones applies the heat. Forward 50 stoppage here for the Cats. Well, geez, that doesn't sound the greatest news at the moment. Bud is a little bit shaken up after a bit of an awkward knee twist, but apparently he's okay, so that's good news. Anyway, nice crush of the pack there from a few plays. Beautiful hand pass from close. Hawkins, nice. 𝐴𝐵𝐿 should goal, and he misses. I don't know how he stuffed that chance up. Wow. That was some nice forward craft from a few Geelong plays there to get the hand passes flowing, but it's a bit of a poor miss. 2 goals, 2-1 goal 5.
Stengel, who made his AFL debut here against Port Adelaide as a Richmond player back in 2017.
You know, Houston now launches out of the fence. 𝐚𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 couldn't get the mark, and it's going to be a high tackle here for Ollie Henry. Jeez, risky kick, but just falls off nicely to Duncan.
So the Cats with one of their key connectors back in the lineup tonight.
Short kick to 𝐚𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼, and he goes out across to 𝐸𝐿𝐼. So he hasn't got the mask anymore to 𝐸𝐿𝐼. You hate to see it. I loved seeing that. Anyway, deep kick towards the pocket. Was Cameron Hill. Nothing there from the umpire, he says. Nice pressure from Stengel again. And a good tackle on McKenzie. Hawkins gets the tap. Burton hands to Wines. Williams just gets the kick away. That's nice evasion skills. Hands it out across to 𝐵𝐿𝐼. Not really great as to Cameron. Still stays in. Not a single Geelong play. Goes for it. Sin can't get a clean kick. Atkins now. High entry here for Geelong. Who's it going to fall to? McKenzie with the spoil. That was nice. Wines clears it out of the fence towards the direction of Dixon, but Stewart, beautiful there, leaving his man, and he'll get the deserved free. Got his head clobbered off by Dixon. Yeah, it's been a very, very inaccurate start from Port. Definitely had the chances. But anyway, chance for Stewart now, and he can launch it now deep inside 50. That's a great kick. Gary Rowan should get in the end of it, and he does. Beautiful footy there from Geelong. This has been an even start to this game so far. Both teams have had control of locking the ball in their forward half, and if Gary Rowan can kick this goal, well, I think Geelong have probably been doing quite better with their efficiency. Great kick, and can Gary Rowan slot this one home? Kick's on its way, and he splits the middle. Geelong with their third. Out to a 9-point margin. Not a bad turnout from a few Geelong fans there. Bit of a cheer squad they built up.
Usually finishes his work with an accurate kick. Gets that ball back there, the handball receive, and gee, that kick is good. McKenzie got a little block there from Stengel, but he didn't really fight through it. Just think he thought someone else would be able to cover Rowan off.
Anyway, 6:42 to play in this first term. It's been a beauty so far. Both rucks can't get a clean hit out. Bruin attacking the footy, just couldn't get the clean pick up, and Rosie, well defended there from 𝐵𝐿𝐼. Dangerfield, that's an unlike pick up. A bit of a fumble again from Bruin, just gets the hands out. It's going to be on the ball. Oh, it's high contact, okay. Port fans won't be able to hear that one. Tanner Bruin now on the edge of 50. On the leading target of Jeremy Cameron. Oh, Gary Rowan. I thought it was Jezza. Nope, it's Rowan. This is a chance for his third in the quarter. Jesus, always an up and down player like Gary Rowan. Sometimes he plays utter shit, and sometimes he can look like bloody Superman. What a mark. He's still got that spring in his step for a 32-year-old. Larry Lee's a bit of a pedestal. Well, yeah, this is a bit of a concerning start for Port Adelaide, I think, defensively. A lot of these entries, they're just conceding a lot of marks so far, and Rowan has a chance to slot this home again, and he does so. Sneaks it home. Good start here for the Cats. 4 goals 2 to 1 goals 5, and they're making Port Adelaide pay with a few of their early misses, whilst they were getting repeated entries themselves. No way. Well, bad kicking, bad footy, as they say. We always talk about Hawkins and Jeremy Cameron, everyone, about who's going to be kicking the more goals and who will be the bigger influence in the forward line. But Gary Rowan is just taking the choccies at the moment, I might say. Back in the midfield now, just another Butters possession now, just straight off the ruck tap. He reads it beautifully. Stewart can't take the mark. 𝐴𝐷𝐞 just gets the hands out to O'Connor. Good pressure from McEntee. Could he force a turnover here? He couldn't, because 𝐵𝐴 couldn't pick the pill up. And it's a boundary throw. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to play in this first term with the countdown clock. And it's going to be holding free 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐵's way. Support it. Giving a few undisciplined frees away to kick off this game. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐵's now just hoofs it long down the line. Hawkins in a good spot. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐵 as well. 𝐶𝐷𝐿𝐴 carries it over. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐵's now hands over the top to Holmes. He can give it over the top to 𝐶𝐷𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐵. Here comes Geelong and again inside 50. Oh, low target. That was nice to Cameron. Couldn't take the mark. Hawkins. Jeez, he wish he had that moment back. The slap could not execute there. And Bergman, poor kick. Straight down the throat of Ollie Henry. Short kick will find Tanner Bruin. Told to go now. Going to lower the eyes towards the pocket. Not a bad kick. Chezza almost with the one paw. Ball still stays in. Bergman. And it's over now.
Almost off to the races. Rowan out the back for a fourth. And the fifth for the Cats. Still plenty of time before quarter time. Burton couldn't get there.
And Myers gets the kick away. Good pressure from last end both there. Applies the tackle on Myers.
Watching 𝐶𝐷𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐵 up around the stoppage. Watching on the move. He's got Burton as a close contact on him.
Anyway, Horn Francis gets a free. Bit of the Bronx cheers from the crowd as they finally get a free their way. Right out the Hornet. Jeez, that's a beautiful kick. How about that? Disguised it perfectly, but geez, Ollie Wines, bit of a drop there. Farrell tries and attacks the footy by backing him up, but good pressure applied from Geelong. Ball up here around midfield. G'day Aussie and Avama with the stream, lads. Hopefully going well. 3.5 minutes of play in this first term. Geelong a good start. Accurate. One going inside 50. And hitting the scoreboard in general. Horn Francis. Jeez, that's a nice tackle from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐵. Don't think it didn't have the head contact on the ground, I think, for it to be a dangerous tackle. So I think it's a bit of a lucky outcome there for 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐵. Dangerfield tackled. Ball up again. 𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐵 gets the hit out. Dangerfield. Inside 50 he goes. Not a good kick. McKenzie with a nice intercept. Short kick he does. And he finds Dylan Williams. And now we're going down towards the next contest. Ollie Henry, good acceleration. Gets the hands back out to Holmes. He'll go over to Henry again. O'Connor back to Bruin. Hacked forward. The bounce doesn't really favour close, but he did well to recover. Jeez, look at these hand passes Geelong are doing. Probably a bit handball happy at the moment. McKenzie intercepts and blasts it forward. Nice kick towards half forward. Dixon alone left on an island. Few uncontested options here. Horn-Francis alone. Geelong are floating back numbers. Dixon now hits the kick over to Hornet. Just couldn't execute. Boundary thrown. Watch him say, I'll get 3 weeks here. Yeah, what am I talking about? Blitzarves, that's a good tackle. He's obviously going to be now off. A dangerous looking tackle, I reckon 3 weeks. I reckon tribunal. He's a goner, I reckon. Oh dear. Max Holmes now. Clears it out of the fence. Oh, Rowan again, almost flew. Chance now from Burton, he can go. Jeez, that's a huge kick. That's home. Oh, what a kick from Ryan Burton. I'll lift the crowd. A kick from around 60 metres. It's home. What a beauty that is. I'll have to see that again. Finally, Port get a major. Jeez, him and Kane Farrell are just known for those massive kicks at goal. Well, can this open the floodgates for Port? Behind after behind. Can they now start to try and hit him home a bit more accurately? Jeez, that's off a step. That's an insane goal. Bit unfortunate from Geelong as well because it's off a 𝐴𝐵𝐼𝐻 and really good attempted mark. But anyway, back we go again in the middle. No, I didn't. Welcome to stream. Hopefully going well. Butters again. Great attack on the footy in the clearance. In the centre bounce, sorry. And it's going to be a high tackle Farrell's weight. Houston now plays on to Farrell. He's another big kick of the footy. Inside 50 they go again. Port sort of falls out the back to Koenig's way. Oh, pressure. Dixon should goal and he does. No, he's missed. He's missed. That's a big chance gone begging. 2 goals, 6 now. Oh dear. 8-point game as Tom's shooting out the kick, and that's a good kick out in the space of blitzarves. Bit of space here of Geelong. Short kick finds 𝐼𝐻𝐪. Hands over the top of the Isaac Smith. Takes a bounce. Got the spare man over the top here of Tom Atkins. A long kick inside 50. Could fall again. No, I thought that was wrong. That was 𝐓𝐡𝐞 Singh couldn't get the kick away. Stengel, good hands. Falls out to Hawkins. Should goal this. And he does. Geelong get one back. End to end there from the Cutters. It's 5 goals, 2 now for Geelong. This has been a really good first term from them, offensive-wise. 16 points. Oh, sorry, 14 points. Good maths from me again. Yeah, I mean, it was on his non-preferred, was. Yeah, thought he still that home.
Scoring shots put Adelaide 7 to the Cats. The Cats by 14 points with their 5 goals on the board. They're getting really good ball movement with the Cats from half back. They've had plus 32 uncontested possessions and they're getting the overlap. They're just making Port look a little lethargic so far tonight. Great energy at ground level inside their forward 50. 18 entries inside forward 50. Need to play as Bruin gets the kick towards half forward.
Anyway, Bruin with the clearance. Falls now Holmes. Kick was smothered. Wines now. Rosie, bit of a fumble. That's uncharacteristic from him. Attacking the footy was good there from Atkins. But none of his teammates can pick the pill up. There's Holmes with a nice tackle applied.
5 of them to the visitors. We skip away to a 14-point lead. Butters and Burton, the goal scorers for Port Adelaide.
Rosie dishes out the Butters. Couldn't get a clean pick up. And oh, that's great pressure applied there from Wines. Houston hands at the top. Didn't do well. Chance for Myers now is a really good kick inside 50 usually. Just couldn't find close there nicely. Forward cry from Geelong though. Beautiful from Stengel. Fumble from Rowan. Didn't really work from him, but Cameron was there on his favoured left and slots home his first.
Stengel with a nice
Well, this is a 20-point game, folks, and just the goals that Geelong have been able to score when going inside 50, it's been really impressive.
Contest with speed, aren't they? Whether they're running up the ground or down the ground, pressure on.
There's 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐻. Oh, of course, he always does it every time. He does these ones. The 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐻. What are you thinking, Ken?
Yeah, I need another Pepsi Max, I reckon.
Because, you know, he's got like the mini fridge down at down in the fucking sidelines with all the Pepsi Maxes. He loves them. Anyway, quarter time. Well, crowd silenced a bit. It's a bit of a uncharacteristic start from them. They're obviously one of the top teams in the comp for forward half usage and keeping in their forward half, but they haven't been able to do so. I think Geelong have been really good going inside 50. They've been clean, they've been good. Good with their set shots, and it's 6 goals 2 to 2 goals 6. A complete reflection of both teams' scoring shots, obviously, as you can say. G'day, Rolls. Hope you can stay awake to the end of the game. Port certainly got a job ahead of them. Go, Port. Wait, what was that meant to mean? Is that meant to mean this game could be boring? And it's like, I don't know, I keep on yawning or something. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully going well, Eric, mate. Welcome to stream again. Should have been a goal to Port, but it was a great kick from Burton. Finlayson blocked the Cats player out of the way. Yeah, I did see that on the replay. I was like, oh, that looked like a bit of a block, but oh, you've got to give it to him. That was off a step from 60 out. But you know, that's just how it works with AFL. Sometimes clubs can, you know, miss the ones directly in front, or they'll just, you know, obviously with the Dixon opportunity, and then you just have a player called Ryan Burton that boots it from 60 metres out off a step. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, have a look at the stats for quarter time, as we always do. Team stats. Well, just the 19 to 15 inside 50 Geelong's way, but just way better when going inside there, I think. In general, just, you know, there's scoring shots that they've been very good too. 14 clearances to 10 Geelong's way, winning the stoppage, winning pretty much everywhere around the ball, around the pill. Plus 4 contested possessions, plus 10 marks, 3 marks is on 50 to 1, plus 4 tackles. They're pretty much winning everything in the differentials, which is what you want to do against Port. Anyway, we'll see the disposal leaders. Max Holmes is having a great start with 10. Tanner Bruin, he's actually, I think statistics-wise, been in some good form as of late for the Cats. Been growing into the season and turning out to be a pretty, I think, a little bit of an underrated pickup. But yeah, he's been going all right. 10 disposals so far. Wines with 9, Houston with 9, Rosie with 8, Butters with 8, Mark O'Connor and Tui with 8. 3 tackles and 3 tackles for Holmes and Myers. Clearance leader is 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻 with 3. Canada's possession leaders are Holmes and Houston with 6. Intercept possessions, 3 for 𝐼𝐻 and 3 for Henry. Score involvements already, we have 4 for Close and O'Connor. 2 center clearances for Butters and 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻. 3 inside 50s for Houston and Butters. Yeah, so I still think it's quite an even game, just Geelong are taking the most of their chances. G'day, Momin, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully going well. And Joey as well. There's a goal, my arch rival, Jezza Cameron can't even kick a goal without tearing his hamstring. Yeah, Jezzy, he was lying flat out on the deck after he slotted home that one. Did he actually hurt his hamstring, or? I think he's okay. I think he did. No, I think he's okay.
Yeah, they certainly are, Jonesy, and it looked like a team in Port Adelaide that are coming off 3 6-day breaks in a row. They looked a bit reactive, they looked slow. The Cats coming off the bye, they looked fresh, they looked sharp, and that's how the first quarter panned out.
So if you have a look at Geelong and the amount of time they were able to kick the ball in their forward half and create turnovers that led to some awesome scoring.
Yeah, they dominated that first term.
Oh, it just looked like it. Yeah, no, I don't think it was. Is 𝐼𝙗𝐿 Muller playing? No, he's injured, mate. Adam. Yeah, which I hated to see. He's a bit of a cult figure for the Cats. So I think the mighty pair can get up. Yeah, I still think they're a good chance. They had a period of dominance in that first term. They just couldn't execute. Geelong has just been so good when going in there. But yeah, look, a few of these entries, like, look at that Stewart, beautiful kick. Rowan, I mean, he's been responsible too, Rowan. 3 really good goals to kick it off.
He had the matchup on Trent McKenzie, which probably surprised us pre-game. It was little Bergman, who went to Jeremy Cameron. It was this matchup with Gary Rowan.
5 disposals, 3 goals. G'day, Ham. Welcome to stream. Yeah, he had a decent debut. I agree, Adam. Obviously, like with his disposals and stuff, a little bit raw, but you know he's an Irishman. You're not going to have a clean play, but yeah, he had decent attack on the footy and everything when I watched him. And yeah, like a cult figure already. And they've got a good crop of Irishmen at the Geelong Footy Club too, so that helps out too in the long term. I think just with chemistry, etc. 2 goals, 6, 18, 6 goals, 2, 38. Geelong in the lead by 20 at quarter time. The far more efficient and better ball moving side inside 50. Out of the 2 teams, of course. And the second quarter about to get underway here. Will you video the game tomorrow? Yeah, I'll stream tomorrow night, mate. Always do stream the Swannies games, mate. Anyway, second term. Let's get into it. Off we go. Again, I feel like Port have just been okay, but they just haven't been very, very good. Winning in the scoreboard. Anyway, it's a free to Port. On Francis' ball. Anyway, short he goes. It's Ryan Burton, the big boot. And launches it inside 50. Back with a flight, Dangerfield. Takes a nice intercept mark. Dangerfield, geez, a bit of a wobbly kick there. Falls to Horn Francis, not a good one. Hornet though, inside 50, and again a bit of an erratic kick. Guthrie did well, Dangerfield, fumble, unlike him. Tackle on Rosie was good, very good. Now Houston, inside 50. Stewart in a good spot, can't take the mark. 𝐻𝐿, trying to claim it somehow, I don't know why he decided to. Didn't even look close. Nice hand passes here from Geelong as 𝐻𝐿 gets it out of the fence. He's got to crash the pack here, Ronnie did well. And Dangerfield with a nice mark. Jeez, he looks like he's hurt his hip flexion at the moment. Probably just a nasty knock, I think. Looks like he's okay, just a bit tender. And finally gets the kick away. Horn Francis, though, on the end of it. 𝐻𝐿 goes short earlier. One of my favourite plays, obviously, when he was a Swan earlier. Still love him, though. You know, short out across the McKenzie. So, yeah, just some short chips here from Port. Trying to gain a bit of field territory. There's now Mackenzie Cunnins it in there. As his nickname is the Cannon, quite literally. Dangerfield gets a quick kick away. 𝐼𝐻𝐿. Here's a chance for him. Hands it out to Houston. And what pressure from Stengel. That's on the ball. What a tackle from Tyson. Yeah, you can't give Houston and any of those plays much time because they just float along the edge of the 50. They push up and they can kick some long-range goals just like what Burton did. And that was beautiful from Stengel. Anyway, short across to Stewart or Guthrie. That's Stewart. Couldn't see. Anyway, out across to Duncan. Duncan, not a good kick there. Jeez, he's not had a good start, Mitch Duncan. A few poor disposals from him so far. We only throw him. Poor getting match fixed. Yeah, you fidget. You're Studi or something, mate. Nah, jokes. No, only joking, mate. Love Studi. Oh, yeah, g'day, you. Hopefully going well, mate. I'm going well myself, man. Not a bad start this game from the Cutters. As Lysette gets the hit out. Falls to Ollie Henry. Kick forward. Not really the most creative kick. As Lysette did well at ground level. Houston handball inboard to Dylan Williams. Now on his left boot. Inside 50. Will someone crush the pack here? 𝐴𝐷𝐞 comes from the side. 𝐼𝐗𝐿. Not a good kick there. Don't think they'll be deliberate. Nice ball.
Those shallow entries, and they've been kicking long from behind centre a little bit tonight. They haven't quite been able to get that link and run through the corridor that they've been getting in this run.
Dixon in front, palmed it down on a 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵. Look at them swarm on O'Connor. Rosie, Dixon, 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵.
I wonder if that Dangerfield tackle get looked at, though. Actually, you know, when thinking about it, I think that could be a bit of a dangerous tackle. Looked pretty bad. Oh, that's a height. Holmes copping a nasty one there. Well, geez, Max Holmes has had a really good start in this game. Obviously, the video I made a few weeks ago, the underrated All-Australian, had this guy on a wing. He's been really, really good, I think. Lee, geez, he usually takes those. Just couldn't read the drop zone too nicely. Dangerfield, great hands out. Henry, great pressure there from 𝐼𝐗𝐿. Should be umpire's ball, and it is. Off to see your Swannies tomorrow with the 5:30 AM flight. Oh, you're actually heading to Brisbane? Oh, wow. Well, I'm guessing you're going there for, like, obviously something in Brisbane. Because, you know, I doubt you'd actually go halfway across the country. I mean, you know, the best team going around the Swans, you've got to watch them in every single venue. You know, I do have to say, no, I'm joking. But yeah, if you actually are going to the game, yeah, that should be good. I've never been in the Gabba before. I still think we can put up a fight. It's just like, I just don't think we'll win. Because we have a bit of low expectations, and I think with that, and usually we're good against some good sides, so I think we'll go right. Anyway, nice inside 50 delivery there from Port. Finds Rosie. Can he kick Port Adelaide's third goal? Or will he continue to make it inaccuracy galore, as this could be 2-7, but Rosie, no, it is. And it's not even going to go for a point. It's out the full. Jesus Christ. Anyway, short ball movement here from Geelong. Heading over to tick off another stadium to meet up with Pat Eddie in a Freo game after. Should be good. Ah, yeah, righto, mate. Ah, so you're doing like a bit of a 2-day. I see you going up to Brisbane, then down to Sydney. Yeah, no, that should be fun, mate. Hopefully you and 𝐼𝐻𝐸 have a good time, mate. Well, I don't know if you're going to vlog it or not, or if 𝐻𝐸𝐸 will. That should be pretty good. Anyway, 𝐼𝐻𝐸𝐸 inboard to Dixon, hands it out to 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵. Could they go now? Yeah, with numbers floating forward. Ah, geez, not good hands there from Drew. But good pressure applied here from Port. Look at that. Bees around the hunting pot, and 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵 breaks free. It's about this kick. Oh, dear. Finlayson falls over, and O'Connor, it's going to be touched anyway. He'll go. And he'll find the short option of 𝐓𝐴𝐸𝐿𝐵𝐵 𝐼𝐻𝐸𝐸. Corridor kick, risky always. He's got to be good here, Isaac Smith. Does the ball fall to someone here? 𝐼𝐻𝐸𝐸 did okay. Wines, great pick up and hand pass. 𝐼𝐻𝐸𝐸 again, short kick, nice to Finlayson. And that's a great kick, finds Marshall. Jeez, I have to say, I love 𝐼𝐻𝐸𝐸's haircut. It reminds me of one of those like 80s mullet sort of frizzy haircuts. Yeah, you lads have definitely have a decent shot. A few Brizzy rocks and Parker back makes intriguing. Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Gunston and Rich out. Yeah, I mean, I was quite surprised. So, yeah, I still think, you know, on a good day, I think we are a good defensive unit. It's just that last week our ball movement was terrible. So I think off the ball we did okay last week. It just terrible with ball in the hand. So I think like we've really got to take the game on. Anyway, Todd Marshall, kick looks good. It's home. Finally, Port get a major. First of the second term. 3 goals, 6-24, 6 goals to 38. 14-point game.
Marshall up to 19 goals for the season now. Gibson did some handy work on the back flank. 𝐓𝐴𝐵𝗹 was involved in many links of the chain. Results in Port Adelaide's third goal. Reduces that margin to 14 points.
Well, that was well done from 𝐼𝐴𝐵𝗏. Sort of forced that turnover and I worked off that. 𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐿, great kick inside 50. You could just tell Geelong's defence was fatigued there a bit. They couldn't man up there. Yeah, reset now in the middle. Time and Ford half, 89%. That is a good sign from Port to get off this second quarter. First goal of the second term their way. Drew now out across to 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐴. He'll get the clearance here. Does tumble forward in the direction of Butters. The bounce doesn't favour him though. Dangerfield now. Breaks the tackle. Hands it out across to Guthrie. 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐴 it is. I mean, obviously it's only 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐴 because Cam's injured. Blitzarves now. Plays on. Look at that. Oh, non-preferred kick as well from Myers is beautiful. Blitzarves. Great attacking the footy from Bergman. Keeps it rolling. 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐴. Oh, could be on the ball there. And it will not. Okay, I thought it was going to be ball. A few boos there from the Port fans. Not happy. Absolutely not happy.
It's a 40-metre play there just by forcing it forward.
Sin now. Ollie Wines. Kicks towards half forward in a bit of a 2-on-2. Stewart in front position. Zach Guthrie was clean. Now Zach Smith. Oh, geez, the pressure apply from Port's good, but he gets it out. Guthrie now. Kick's got to be good here. Jack Henry. Takes the mark at half-back.
Ollie runs to the wing. Looking laterally though. And might be forced into that down the line.
Go now towards the wing. Oh, Ollie Henry got up there a bit. Rowan, the bounce doesn't favour him. Jeez, a few of the bounces of this footy tonight have been very, very odd, and that stays in somehow. Jeez. Odd-shaped footy it is. 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐴, great contest. Rowan, though, the tuck on the footy was great, and look at him go. Kick's beautiful. Out across to half forward. Close. He can hit the hand pass over the top. To Isaac Smith. He can do it one more time. It falls to Hawkins. The centering ball is beautiful. How about this play from the Cats, though, when they do go inside their 4.5? It's been beautiful. Really, really good. And another Irishman can line up.
Most unselfish key forward in the history of the game in Tom Hawkins.
What would you have done there, Richo?
Put it out in the full, probably. But Tom Hawkins, seriously, he'd have 850, 900 goals
He
by
got
now.
764. He's probably given off a couple of hundred, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
It was Gary Rowan who started that. When he broke the line and in the first Port player press up,
All right, now Zach Tui. Can he slot this home?
To restore the 20-point lead.
It's across the face. Well, finally, Geelong somehow salvage a point. I've been slotting them home for fun. That's their first point in a while. Scores from stoppage, 3 goals, 119 to 0 goals, 2-2.
Defending well from stoppage, the Cats.
And obviously, Geelong's way, that is. Duncan hands it out. And Henry tackled from Marshall.
Crazy to think that there's been a couple hundred given off 17 seasons.
Well, I think because Brayshaw is unavailable at the moment, Zach. And Max Holmes gets a free here.
Depends how you look at it.
Being team-orientated or
If you look at it as from a full force point of view,
Jeez, what the hell in that world was that hand pass? Bloody hell. What in the world was that? Anyway, 𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐴𝐵𝗹, that was a beautiful tackle. Credit to him. Over the top here goes Marshall. Hand pass in boards good. Wines. He's got that option over the top. Does it fall to 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐴? Oh, what a spore from Jed Buse. That's the best defensive act of the night. Back with the flight, and how's the kick? It's front on. Going to go to his way. Oh, and the Port fans can't believe it. Oh, I hate to laugh at it, but, you know, just as a neutral, I love to see it. The passion from the fans and Fans out their chair. Oh dear, but yeah, they're sort of getting stitched up a bit here, Port Adelaide. It's not getting any luck with the umpires. Oh dear, and they get a high again. Oof. Getting a bit restless now, the Port fans. And Mize again. What is this guy, Grind Mize, with his kicking inside 50? It is just... Oh, mate. It's sensational. I tell you what, you know the saying, who would you pick for as a player to kick your set shot for you to live? And we all say our players. How about this one? Who would you pick for hitting out a player, lace out inside 50? Grind bloody Myers. Anyway, two Aussies getting a bit up and about, so he's spotted. I think Hawkins kicks his goal. And he does. And he silences the crowd. What a kick. Tommy Hawkins. 7 goals, 3 goals, 6 against the grain. But yeah, obviously two Aussies, mate. I know you're up and about, but yeah, I don't really care that much. But you know, just as a good habit, you try and refrain from. Nah, that's fine, mate. It's because, like, again, I watch on Kaido, so I'm not on Channel 7. So obviously Channel 7's like a good 20 seconds or something ahead. But, no, you're fine, mate. It was a good goal, though. Wow. I mean, Jesus Christ, that's, yeah. I mean, it started with that 𝐓𝐴 spoil. I mean, that was brilliant. Obviously, helped with a few frees their way, but look at this kick from Myers. Oh, mate. That is... Chef's kiss. 8:39 to play. 7 goals, 3 to 3 goals, 6. So it's a 21-point margin. Jack Henry doing a bit of time in the ruck in Dangerfield. There we are. Centre clearance beast he is. Inside 50. Kick doesn't really favour any Geelong players. And, oof, almost kept in. Cat's getting too many soft free kicks. Yeah, it is a little bit questionable, a few of these frees. A few of them are there. I think Port have been a little bit ill-disciplined, but yeah, a few of these are quite soft. But, you know, here's what it is. Butters now. That's well defended there from Dangerfield. And Butters there again. Look at him go. Great attack on the footy. Love watching him play. Sin now. And across the horn. Francis. Butters again gets it back. Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, bang. Bit of contact there. 𝐼𝐻𝐿 gets the kick away. Horn Francis breaks the tackle. That should be on the ball. And it will be. And look, that's unfortunate, I felt, because like Horn Francis from that angle got the hand pass out. Umpire just couldn't see it. And it wasn't really an effective disposal, you know, out of his actual, you know, personal bubble. Butters again, another hand pass. Williams, oh, yikes, not a good hand pass there. Stengel. Rosie, clean at ground level, gets the hands out, and he gets a free. Now the Bronx cheers again. Ugh. This game's high robbery for power. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿 now. The Fanta man, obviously he does love his Fanta, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿. Dangerous kick, but it works nicely to Burton. But can Port do something here? I still feel like they do need a lift. They need to get a few on the board, a few in a row. Haven't been generating too much. They've been okay with possession, but they just haven't been right at you know, just damaging. I think that's just been their issue. Anyway, chance now. Boak inside 50. Marshall in a good spot here. And he takes the mark. Almost like Guthrie took that one, but Marshall holds on for long enough. And he needs to kick this one. It's on his favoured side. 6:40 to play in this second term. Still a 21-point game.
Piece of it, Marshall. Made the mark, and now Port Adelaide needs him to finish. He's kicked 1 goal, 1.
Todd Marshall. Can he slot this one home? The kick's on its way. It's not going to come back. Across the face. Oh, 20-point margin. It is now. There's 𝐴𝐿𝐿 again. It's this one. It's every time. And anyway, Tanner Bruin off to the rooms. That's not a good sight to see. Had a good first term. Ali, good body work against Rowan. Can't take the mark. Kane Farrell. Jeez, from that angle, it looked like a throw. Holmes now. Crushes it forward. Does it fall to Henry? It doesn't. Can't take the mark. Pick up from Isaac Smith was nice. Hands it out across to Zach Guthrie now. It's about this kick. It floats in the direction of Henry, but well defended from Kane Farrell. We've got the Lions tomorrow night, Noel, mate. How big of a flop was AFL 23? I'll be honest, mate. I had such low expectations for this game. I just knew it wasn't going to be that great. I probably didn't feel like it was going to be this bad, but I just knew it wasn't going to be like a smash hit game. It just looked like there were problems. And yeah, I mean, bloody hell, it's just completely off the mainstream now. The talks of AFL 23, like, people still play it. People make videos on it. Like, what's going on? Yeah, no, I had a crack at it, Harvey. I obviously got it when it came out. But it's just, how about that? Just kick out of nowhere. 𝐴𝗡𝗶𝗹, nice. Rosie kind of gets it back again. High dumping kick. Cutting a nice sport. Tap was clean there from Henry. Cameron now with a looping hand pass. Can't do much. Close, good pressure. And 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴, bang. Good tackle. Oh no, Connor, ball up. Willem Drew now. Jeez, not clean hands. But that was nice from throw out across to Houston. The kick, of course, as expected. Beautiful. Burne-Jones now. Plays on. Just gets the kick away. Not really the greatest kick in Ollie Henry. Sorry, Jack Henry. I don't know why I keep on saying Ollie Henry. Jack Henry with the intercept. Jack Ollie, same dog, different leg. Isaac Smith. Gonna chip it out wide. That's not a good kick. Burne-Jones with a backward spoil though. That didn't really work. He's playing a bit of forward. He's playing back. He's thrown back into defence now a little bit. Burne-Jones. Don't have to worry about McCluggage. 𝐶𝐶 took it out for you. Did that well, 𝐶𝐶. No, I'm joking. Nah, but yeah, a little bit of a handy out because yeah, McCluggage is a dangerous, you know, midfielder that can really impact the scoreboard. And especially kick inside 50 are very good too. Anyway, could fall out here from Houston. Dixon, just can't pick up the football. That was another great kick from Houston, but they couldn't generate off it again. Farrell though, bang, bumps into the Isaac Smith. Some brave play there. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 now. Just a hack kick, the old-fashioned ruckman kick, and it works like a treat, but Marshall drops the mark. Jeez, fumbles galore here for Port. Can they finally show some poise inside 50? Is a chance. Dixon should fall out the back. Oh, the bounce doesn't favour Finlayson. You've got to be kidding me, son. Oh, they're fumbling. They're not getting the luck of the bounce. Everything is just falling out of their favour. It's 3-8 now for Port. It's a 19-point game. You know, I've noticed a few of those Geelong's fans have the 119 number on their back of their Guernseys. Obviously, the hit at Port Adelaide, of course. Very cheeky from them. Yeah, Moz, it's really scrappy so far, I think, from Port. They're just lacking a lot of composure inside 50. I feel like they're rushing it a little bit too much. But yeah, at the same time though, Geelong's fence I think has been okay. You know, Ollie Henry now, kick forward. What's going on here? It's going to be a free to Geelong again. I think it was for a holding free. G'day, Aussie Chomp fan. Off the going well, mate. Welcome to the stream. Tip Port kiss of death. Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously it was going to be risky with me tipping Geelong, but yeah, I mean, they're playing sort of to their style, though. Like, they've been really good so far and going inside 50. Anyway, chance now. Rowan, geez, that's a great mark. He's been really good this first half. Who's he going to find? The lead kick towards Cameron. Doesn't really suit him. Almost took the mark. Good crumbing from Stengel. Falls to Mize. The hands. Doesn't really work to Cameron. Oh, I thought that was in. Oh, my God. I thought that soccer was in. That would have been insane. Anyway, 𝐼𝐻𝐿, good mark. Important mark there just to control the tempo here for Port. Oh, just for that camera angle, I thought that soccer from 𝐬𝐿𝐴 was actually going to go through. Wally Henry, great attack on the footy. The pressure good. Horn Francis, nice hands. Houston again. How's the kick? It's out across the line set. Can't take the one handy. It's going to be holding free. His way. Just under 2.5 minutes to play. Beautiful from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴, but the ball felt straight to Butters. Jeez, he reads them so well front and centre. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 now. Kick. Beauty inside 50. How about that? Lovely hit up to Jeremy Finlayson. And can he kick Port's fourth? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, how about that kick from Boak, though? That field an 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴, that was sensational. Had no options down the line, so went for the risky snap. Fell beautifully to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. Anyway, can Finlayson slot this goal? Much needed one for Port. It's across the face. Oh, the ball's still alive here. Chance for someone. 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵 really dangerous around this area. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 has kicked the goal. Quinton 𝐼𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐴. He's first as a Port Adelaide member. And the players get around him. Huge moment. Well, Geelong unable to knock it through. And bang, 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵 again. He's always dangerous in those areas. Kicks a beauty. And yeah, you are right. Yeah, Alex, he has been really good this game so far.
So back to 13 as we get close.
Yeah, no worries, 2 Aussies, mate.
2 goals to 1 in this second term. Marshall and now 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴.
The ball just spinning around and 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵 gets the ball out to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 for his 8th disposal. Most of any power player on the oval this quarter. Kicks his first goal in blue colours against his old team.
𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 sparkle. Great moment, though. I think that'll be one of the moments of the round. All the Port players getting around him. Jeez, Lycett again with these 4 taps. He's done it well. Rosie now. Inside 50 here for Port. Who's up here? Finlayson. Beautiful mark. He did that well. He nudged out his opponent on Henry beautifully there. And here come Port, you'd think. I'm watching this on Kaido, mate. And he should slot this home. Big Jezza Finlayson. It's pretty much the most livest point possible as well. Should be kicking this one, Jeremy Finlayson. And here come Port. Here we go. We got a game on here. As expected, for goodness sake. We predicted this one to be a close one. Big goal there from Finlayson. 5 goals, 8, 38. 7 goals, 3, 45. Yeah, that's why, Harvey, because, yeah, Channel 7's around 20, 30 odd seconds ahead. That's big. Very, very big. 5 goals, 8, 7 goals, 3. Porter's still second line, I think. Yeah, I think I got that wrong by accident. 39 seconds to play here. Can we see another goal? So it was a great goal straight from the centre clearance from Port. No, Blitzars has the blood rule, so that does him a bit of damage, the Cats.
first term. Since Port kicked 3, that's the line goal through Hawkins. Dangerfield trying to get the Cats to go forward again. Liberty dangerous. They've been stifled in this second term. Triples forward. Plenty of time for either side here. Sin close. Either can get it first time. Little bit of a stop.
It's just great intensity so far. Rowan, kick out. 𝐴𝐵𝗶𝗹. Burton, 12 seconds to go. Can they get a quick kick forward here? Rosie, can they go? Is there a mark here for Port? Finlayson almost. Well, time run out here for Port. Well, what a last few minutes from Port Adelaide to make this game closer. 7-point margin heading into halftime. 5 goals, 8-38. 7 goals, 3-45. Oof, good half of footy, I think, in general. It's been, yeah, some just really, really good play. I think Geelong, though, quieted down a little bit in that second term. Only kicked the 1 goal. Whilst Port Adelaide showered on a few. Have a look at these team stats. Yeah, 29 inside 50 to 26 Port's way. Geelong still winning the stoppage and the clearances. +5 contest possessions. +4 tackles. But yeah, this has turned out to be a really, really good game now. Port are starting to... Yeah, again, similar to the first term, they still had some dominance in that second quarter. With time in their forward half, but they've just been a little bit hit and miss. But now, finally, 2 goals in a row, they're really starting to hit their straps. So Dan Houston's had a really good half, 16 disposals. He's had some nice kicks. Max Holmes with 16 and a half as well. Connor Rosie with 15. Zach Butters with 14 and a goal. 4 intercept possessions for the Koning, Duncan, Henry, 𝐴𝐵𝗶𝗹 and Wines. Contest possession leader is Holmes with 10. 4 inside 50s to Houston. Overall, a good half of footy, I might have to say. Anyways, I'm going to take a wee, so I'll be back in a second, everyone. Might do a sport call or something to pass the time. But yeah, I'm really liking this game. I still think Geelong have been really good this half. They've been, yeah, it's just still a really good team to watch from going inside 50. But Port, love the fight back. I think we've got a game on here. Anyways, I'll be back in a second, everyone. Alrighty, I'm back, everyone. As per usual, I had to get the classic beverage, the old kombucha. What do we got today? Lemon, lime, and bitters. You'll love to see it. They're bloody pricey, though, kombucha, but we always get the ones on sale. Obviously, no one asked, but if you're interested, there you go. Let's crack this open. Anyway, what are we thinking? Sporkle, Wordle? We'll do the daily Warple. We always used to do it last year, but we never do it this year. Let's start doing them now, because obviously they come out every day. Butters, Rosie, and Houston performing well. Good to see them keeping up the form. Yeah, they've been good. Butters is a little bit quiet in that second term though. But yeah, I think Rosie's been doing a little bit of the heavy lifting so far. This game he's been on the end of a few chains. Anyway, switch over. What have we got here? Big fella by the looks of it. Jeez, that's some broad fucking shoulders. Bloody hell. Don't think it's... Could it be Wits? That's not Wits. Yeah, that's my initial thought. Bloody hell. Try and get the angle. Is it Bailey Williams? It isn't. It's probably from a Queensland team. We'll go Ned Reeves. That's from Victoria. So the yellow, by the way, means everyone. That the yellow means it shares one of these colours. So this team could be like Carlton, for example, the navy blue, the white. Could be... I don't know what's a white team from Victoria. Don't think of one. I mean, obviously yellow. Richmond, perhaps. Could it be Big Boy pitting it? It isn't. It's not a ruck. I keep on guessing ruck. It's not a ruck. I didn't look at the position. Yeah, it's a square draw as well. It goes around 20 minutes, Logan. So is it a key forward? He debuted between 2017 and 2019. He's either 25 or 26. He wears a number that's lower than 7. He plays for a Victorian club. Bloody hell, he's got a square jaw. All I can think of is Ollie Wines, but obviously it isn't him. We'll go Bailey Williams. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, well, it's a midfielder. He's 25. Don't have many guesses left here. So given that Carlton here is a yellow, it's obviously a team that wears blue. So it could be North. North, maybe a chance here. Oh, no, I was going to say Shields, but he's obviously too old. So his draft was 2017. He's a low number. Oh, I can't pick this one out. So what are the blue Victorian teams? So there's North Melbourne, Bulldogs, Carlton. Is there any other blue team I'm forgetting? Collingwood, Fremantle. Could be Geelong. I think I know it. It's Brandon Parfitt, I think. Yeah, it's Parfitt. Has to be. There we go. As soon as I thought about Geelong, like, instantly, there we go. Parfitt. Okay. 6 guesses. I wouldn't really say it's a square chin, but there we go. Alright, Walpole Legends. Let's try this one. We got this one first go. I think it was Mark Murphy last time. Right here. We'll go... who could this be? Obviously he has hair. Let's go Milne. Okay, so 0 premierships. He's played for more than one team. His last game was further in 2020. So 𝐴𝐶 𝐞𝐿, so it shares a red, white, or black colour. So it could be Richmond, it could be Sydney, you know, it could be Essendon. 0 premierships as well. He's played for more than one team. Hmm. Zero premierships as well, so... Oh, I can't put my finger on it at the moment. It sort of looks like Dangerfield's face, but obviously now he has a premiership. And he's still playing. I think this is only retired players only. Anyone in chat with a potential guess? Oh, God, I do not have a clue. I actually do not have a clue at the moment. Oh, well, I've got to guess someone. Go Deledio. No. Well, it's 2 teams. 0 premierships. Doesn't really give me much. Okay, so it's a team that shares black colours then. So I think it's Essendon. Red and black, red and black. The main team, though. What does that mean? Graham Johncock. Yeah, well, it's a player that mainly played for Essendon, but he's played for 2 teams. Bit of a tall player, too. Is Bellchambers here? Oh my god, they have Jack Zeeble. What does Zeeble do here to deserve it? Yeah, no worries, Moz, mate. Take care. Is John Cock even here? We'll give it a go. Oh, wow, okay. There we go. So it's Adelaide. It's not even Essendon. Very nice there from you, Rolls. Riley, that is not me. Riley Borg. So the main team was Adelaide. Does Taylor Walker count? I mean, could it maybe look like an early haircut? It's 2 teams though. Lynch. Tom Lynch. No. Oh, he's sort of opening it up here. At least we've got the team. It's 0 premierships. Go Van... No, I think Van Berlo played only for Adelaide. Richard Douglas. Good shout. No, it isn't there. Played for the 1 team. It just looks so much like Dangerfield, but it obviously isn't him because he's won a flag now. But 2 teams. Josh Jenkins? Yeah, that actually couldn't be not a bad. He's not even on here. Never mind. I thought he'd be good enough to be on here too. I think he's... Yeah. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐿𝐴. I thought his main team was Adelaide. I thought he played more for the Crows. It didn't. Anyway, we've only got 2 guesses left here, so this is going to be tricky. He's a bit of a tall fellow. It could be like a key forward or something. 𝐼𝐚𝐼𝐻𝐪, nah. I don't think he did. And if he did, you'd be able to identify the mullet at least. I really do not know. Bit of a doozy. We'll just go Van Berlo because, you know, it isn't right, but yeah. Try 2017 odd. I think we've got this one. We can't get this one, unfortunately. Yeah, that's right, Riley. Yeah, because they rocked the mullet. I just don't know. What are we thinking here? Sam Jacobs? Nah. It's not Jacobs, who's bald. Okay, so what are key position players for the Crows? I think a key position player is the Crows, because it is a key position player because it's in between 193 and 200 centimetres odd. So it's a big boy. Oh, who could have it been? Couldn't have been Daniel Talia. In fact, could it have been Talia? Oh, no, it wasn't. Oh, it was Ivan Marek. You're right, Riley. Well, there you go. I thought we were going to get stitched up because of the mullet. No, well, there you go. You're right all along. Well, fair play. Yeah, no, when I think about it a little bit more, I think, yeah, I can remember him at the Crows, but I just always think of him as, obviously, the Tigers. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay, so it was there in the early days. Righto. Well, there you go. Okay, how about that? Anyways, how long we got to go until half time? I mean, the start second. Still a little bit. Try and fit in a sporkle while we wait. Any new good sporkles we can do? Well, there's a new chain quiz someone's done. Oh my god, there's 100. Oh my, what the 100 quiz. We're got to give this a crack. If I only do these puzzles on your stream, so I'll take it as a fluke pick. No, it turned out to be a beauty, man. I think I'd wear that pretty proudly, to be honest. And pretty solid pick in the end. Anyway, we're back. Let's get this second half underway, shall we?
Been off his game, we assume that he's fit, although he doesn't look it, so maybe he's carrying a bit of injury.
Well, I thought I just got a protein bar wafer thingo, so trying on mine, chewing. Yeah, but bloody hell, I forgot about that though with 𝐼𝐗𝐤 𝐎𝐿𝐼 actually playing for Adelaide. I sort of remember it now when I think about it. Yeah, let's start doing those every stream at half time now. Yeah, Port and Geelong. Second half, let's get on the way. Well, I said, how about that? Dominance out of the ruck. Gets the clearance here for Port. 𝗏𝗏 couldn't get the slap. Guthrie now. Now to defence. Yeah, beautiful bodywork, easy mark. Just pushes out Hawkins with ease. I think hopefully it does, Riley, but I just don't think it will be. It's like it's sent to the tribunal, bloody hell. I obviously think it's pretty serious. No boundary throw. Boundary thrown here on centre wing. Dangerfield. Oh my god. That's 50. Ah, dearie me. That's the worst call of the night, I think. It's been questionable, but that is really, really questionable now, that. Wow. And all Francis just throws the ball away. Well, doesn't throw it away, but he just doesn't throw it in a good enough vicinity of Dangerfield. Chance now for the champ, though. Would have been a while without a goal. Can he slot this one home? The skipper. He sure can. That's a great kick. It's home. Strong in the first and second half. Now it's the delayed reactions of the boos from the replay. Obviously you can hear it. Oh, I forgot to get in the middle. Sorry, fellas, I'm not finished this. I'm just a bit hungry, so I'm not very vocal at the moment. 8 goals, 3, 5 goals out. 1. And balls all. And here's from Francis, breaks away inside 50. Around the greatest kick, but 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 brings it down the ground. Fumble from Atkins, 𝗏𝗏 gets it out. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 can't get a clean grab. Burne-Jones with a nice tackle on Guthrie. Here you go for Swans, mate. The Sydney Swans. Obviously not a year this year, but... Oh, 𝗏𝗏. Oh, 𝗏𝗏's kicked a beauty. What a goal from Sammy. Is it goal or? Okay, umpire scores a goal. What a kick from 𝐴𝐵𝐵 from the pocket. I know how cool it Jasny didn't get there. Well, we're going to take the 𝐼𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. The cheer squad likes it though. They probably have the best view.
I'm worried about the reaction if this is not confirmed as a goal.
What was his soft goal there?
I think he said, can you check if it hit the goalpost? But I can't think of what he said prior.
I didn't hear anything prior.
That's the view there.
Hasn't hit it, has it?
Doesn't look like it's hit it.
Depends what his soft goal was.
Yep.
I don't think he didn't hear what he said.
Have to hear what he said on it. The crowd was too loud.
Well, that's the softest call when you don't actually make a call, Richard. Yes.
Oh, she's taking the time here.
Some friendly advice. Unfortunately, those two no longer charged with making the decision.
Geelong, those two used to be in the arc.
Well, there's the gap. Yeah, it's a gap. There we go. Hey, time. Yeah, I think you're right, Swans, man. I think that's a bit of a goal here, contender. That was beautiful. Just the dribbler home. Snuck home with these, and that's what 𝐴𝐵𝐵 can do. He's dangerous in the forward 50, and there we go. Big goal there. Needed for Port to get one back. 7-point margin now. It's real close.
To take it at speed and then had to work out the angles and then get it all done. And did. Modern player. Not athlete, but genius. But physicist.
See 𝐴𝐵𝐵 taps it on at speed, bending over, kicks it under the Geelong player's hands and dribbles through for a goal. Fair to say that's his best ever goal. That's his Richard.
I don't think he's going to kick it better like I said. That was amazing. That's what he brings to this team.
Just busting out the camera with Tim Tams. Oh, beautiful, mate. You and your Tim Tams, you love them. Anyway, back in the middle. Horn Francis upheld.
What happened to the ultra edge technology?
Dangerfield couldn't get a clean, effective disposal. And no advantage paid here for the Port. I think it was in the back. Wines now breaks a tackle. It's the 45 out in the space of Houston. He's got to go here. Keeps it in with O'Connor. Chasing his tail now. We'll just go back to McKenzie. Yeah, no worries. See Cyrus, mate. Hopefully going well on the stream, mate. McKenzie short to Wines. Plays on now, Ollie.
Kick goes in the Dixon direction. Playing in front.
Oof, almost.
That pass pops up Drew.
Willem Drew now.
Farrell.
Centering ball. Falls to Finlayson nicely. Now they're starting to really cook with grease inside 50 Port. Starting to hit some good targets. And Kane Farrell on the end of a beautiful delivery.
Really good as well. And have a look at this kick here. That has to be weighted perfectly. The Cats have got some numbers around that. If that hangs in the air too long, that gets killed by Henry. Great kick, Farrell. That's what he's in the team for. He's kicking.
He's kicked one.
And Finlayson closing up the margin to 1 point. We've got a game on here now. 7 goals, 850. 8 goals, 351. You could just feel it was coming, to be honest.
Put the Cats out by 13 points. With a brilliant goal by 𝐴𝐵𝐵. Now a goal to Finlayson, who's kicked 2 tonight, and all of a sudden, the smallest of margins separates Geelong from Port Adelaide.
And there's the power chance. Fans are up and about.
As Richard said, this is why they want the ball in Kane Farrell's hands. But if you see Finlayson just point to the left, if Farrell's good enough to get it to the spot where he wants it on the favoured side.
Yeah, perfect. I'll tell you what, if you're a forward and you've got guys like that kicking the ball, your eyes are lighting up. It's getting a problem.
Anyway, back in the middle here. Geelong struggling now this second term. They've only really gotten the goal off the 50, and that's holding the ball. Great tackle from Rosie. Wants to dish it out to Houston. And he goes again, Dan. Inside 50. Who's up here for Port? Maybe someone Stewart. He's been really quiet this afternoon, though. Tom Stewart. Dixon hands it out. McEntee. Been quiet. Horn Francis. Been busy this third quarter. Nice short kick. It's not 15. Now Houston. Low kick. Beautiful to Todd Marshall. They just can't do anything wrong now, Port. Beautiful kicking inside 50. Again, Houston on the end of another beauty. And he should line up here, Marshall. Port Adelaide in front. It's been a while since they have hit the lead. Anyway, can Todd Marshall kick this? Oh, he sure can, Toddy Marshall. He's one of the best set shots from last year in the comp. He's put that through, put in front. It's been a while. Bloody hell, when was the last time they were in front? In fact, have they even hit the lead this game? Bloody hell. Apart from a behind from Rosie to kick it off for the first point of the game, they are finally back in front. So Geelong only really struggling to find answers in this third term. They need something, obviously, Tanner Bruin. I mean, I think he's still injured at the moment. No, he's back out in the field. So, yeah, they just need something big. Starting to win all these clearances now, Port. Blitzarves couldn't do much in the ruck there. Finlayson did well. Good pressure applied from Bruin, but socket forward here from Willem Drew. Ball doesn't favour a Geelong Cats defender. Oh, that's terrible. Burn Jones would stroll through, and he does. It's all Port now. And another goal. 9 goals, 8, 62 to 8 goals, 3, 51. I'll have to turn up the volume. Bloody hell. Crowd is up and about. Starting to really run away with it now, Port. It's a bit too loud. There we go. Beautiful. The pressure's now starting to seep through for Geelong. Goals in a row, they're now conceding. Up by around 2 odd goals at the start of this second term. 9 goals, 8 goals, 3. 11-point game now in favour of Port. And it's again from the centre clearance. They've just dominated in that aspect now. But the bodywork from Burn Jones, beautiful. Nudges out his opponent. Terrible slap from Hughes, and it falls straight to him. Bruin. Oh, again, Drew just sockers it out of the deck. Oh, bang, crushed the bodies there from a few plays. Oh, sound power. That was a massive bump on Guthrie. Geelong have got to find a response here. Haven't done really too much in their forward half. Zach Butters. There he is, hand pass, not good. Rowan brings it over. $14-19 to play in this third quarter. Port the last few. They're really now starting to flex their muscle. Max Holmes, always got to get rid of it. He does. Oh, is that deliberate? I think it could be. And it is. Oh, dearie me. Anyway, Butters short to his mate of Connor Rosie. Plays on now. Rosie goes inside 50. Tom Stewart's free. Stewart now out across towards the wing. Blitzarves can't take the mark. Rovan impacts here, Port. Have the numbers. But Tui does well. Twists and turns, or maybe did too much. Still keeps it in. Hands it over the top. Guthrie. Hack forward, and that's out in the full. Not a good kick. Bombed hard half forward now to 𝐴𝐿. Good in the air, but not paid the mark. 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐪 now. 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐿. And not a good kick. 𝐵𝐴𝐿 intercepting beautifully. Out of the games around, which game do you think has the biggest upset to potentially cause an upset? Probably North over the Doggies. Doggies out of form. North playing well at Marvel. Dixon, what a mark overhead. That's beautiful. Such a good contested mark, Charlie Dixon. And Chris Scott on the phone, not finding many answers at the moment. Chance for Power to continue this onslaught. How many goals did they kick this third quarter? They've kicked the 1, 2, 3, 4. Chance for the 5th. It's 4 in a row for Port. Chance to make it 5. This will be big. And it's across the face. So yeah, Dixon hasn't really been able to make much of an impact on the scoreboard. That's 0 goals 2 for him now. Isaac Smith now short to Stewart. And he switches the bat across to 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐪. 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐪 to Smith. And short to Guthrie, so a bit of chip mark here for Geelong. Guthrie now to go down the line. Geez, Hawkins and Cameron have been really quiet this game. Haven't really done too much. But there's Hawkins, gets a nice hand pass, close. Just got clubbed and couldn't get an effective disposal. They're setting well behind the ball nicely here, Port. McKenzie out across to Burn-Jones. Farrell with these left footers combined. And all alone on the wing. Dixon drops it again, but he recovers. Hands it out to 𝐴𝐿. Nice ball movement here from Port. It's about this final kick. Who's he going to find? He slips over as he falls, but it falls well to 𝐼𝐿𝐻𝐵. Takes a great mark. That's just beautiful off the turnover from Port Adelaide. And he should be able to kick this one, 𝐼𝐿𝐻𝐵, you think. Yeah, no worries, Harvey, mate. Take care, man. Yep, he slotted home. 𝐼𝐿𝐻𝐵 continues just this onslaught of goal after goal. That is 5 goals in a row now for Port. 5 unanswered goals. 10 goals, 969. 8 goals, 351. This could be an absolute barrowing of a third quarter, or a premiership quarter, as they do say. 17-point margin in favour of Port. Anyway, off we go again in the middle. Butters jumps as he hand passes it. Winds. There's Butters again. He gets another centre clearance to his name. Inside 50. Oh, geez. Falls past the few Geelong play. Stewart. Bang. What a massive collision that is. 𝐴𝐿 hands it out. Horn. Francis. That's high every day of the week. And he'll get a free here. JHF. And he cheers a chance to line up for Port's 11th. Well, we. Look at this, last 10 inside 50s. 9 of them have been all Port. Well, we. Looking at Warren Francis slot this home to extend the margin out. Jeez, didn't get a good sweet contact on that. And penalty throw. $9.51 to play here. It's been all Port Adelaide in this third quarter. 5 unanswered goals to 0. No, to 1, sorry. That came off a dodgy 50-minute penalty. So you might as well say it's 5 goals to 0. Geelong just have no answers at the moment. Out of the fence, great mark from Bergman. Inside 50 towards the pocket. Oh, who's it going to be? And Marshall has the mark. Okay. Geez, that another one of those marks, Todd Marshall, when it looks like a 50-50. He's just ripped it out of 𝐴𝐸 mitts. And he should be kicking this one. Let's see this again on replay. Yeah, it looked like Marshall's. That's a fair call. And can Toddy Marshall slot this home? Wow, wait. G'day, Budge. Hopefully going well, mate. And of course he slots it home. Toddy Marshall extends Port's lead out to over. All right, 24 points on the dot. Well, how about this? Geelong are up by as much as around 4 goals, and it's the complete opposite now. Power have just been insane in this third quarter. That's 5. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 6 goals to zip now. Pretty much in this third quarter. They've been brilliant. Dominating inside 50s and forward half use. It's all coming together now. They've just fallen apart. Geelong can't find any answers. And what are Hawkins and Cameron's stats? Like, Hawkins has 5 disposals. Still getting involved, of course, the 2 goals, but that's when they're up and about. And Jeremy Cameron, 1 goal, 1, 6 touches. And usually Jeremy Cameron is a high disposal hitter. So they're just not working well at the moment. They need some leadership from Dangerfield. They need a spark, I reckon, Geelong. Yes, that's good attacking the footy. I love that from Owen Francis. Dangerfield couldn't kick the kick out. Nice pick up there from Ollie Henry. And finally, we've seen inside 50 here for Geelong, but it's going to come straight back out as Bergman takes a nice mark. Yeah, it's good to hear, Badger, mate. Bergman now hits the 45. It's not a good kick. It's going to be intercepted here from Ollie Henry. Short options galore. He chooses Isaac Smith. Smith now told to go. He's going to launch it in deep. Who's up here? Is it Cameron? Is it Hawkins? Jeez, I had about 5 plays, Carp, for that one, Port. Defended it well. Forward 50 stoppage here for the Cats.
Still 8 minutes to play. 6 goals on the board so far in this term for Port Adelaide. This is an enormous test of Geelong's resilience right here. In the face of unbelievable passion.
And umpire's ball. Wines with the tackle. 8:16 to play. Yeah, it certainly has been Riley. They've been brilliant in that aspect. They've been really good at, just in general, their pressure. Good smother from Holmes. Atkins gets it out. Rosie now, just going to hack it out of there. Should be... Oh no, Marshall. What a slap for. That was beautiful. Anyway, Stewart now under a bit of duress. Slaps it out towards the wing. Pickup was nice, and McEntee with a great tackle. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 dispossessed. Falls to Stewart. Henry couldn't get a clean hand pass out. Josh Singh, great attack on the footy. Gets the kick forward. Good work here for Finlayson. And he wins a holding free. That's really well done from Finlayson. Well, can the big Jezza slot this home? Now it's a holding free out of the week. Guthrie there holding the hand. Can it be Port's 7th unanswered goal? This would be something. And it's going to be a blood rule for Geelong. Who's coming off? It's going to be Tom Atkins coming off. So Bruin subbed out with that injury. Can Finlayson kick this one home? That's a tough one, Ivan. I'm going for adjust, but I do like the Giants. And Finlayson, he's been sensational this year. Jeremy Finlayson slots it home. 12 goals, 9 for Port. What a quarter this has been. Insane. It's out to 30 points now. They look unstoppable. They're going to be a hard beat. It's a hard team to beat at home. That's going to be certainly safe to say. Yeah, 100% Aussie, mate. And this is looking better than the 2021 years, I do have to say as well, because they're beating good quality opposition at home as well and interstate. So they're going to be a big threat this year, I think, Port.
Tackles in a quarter. We've still got 6, it's nearly 7 minutes to go. That is phenomenal pressure.
6:49 a play. Wines, another centre clearance coming Port's way. Rosie, clean. Wines gets it out. Look at this. Geelong are just second pace to everything is Bonner now. The sub goes inside 50 and it falls to Marshall. Takes the mark. Oh no, that. Jeez, I thought that was a mark. Bloody hell, bit of a stitch up there. But still, though, what a third term this has been from Port. Yeah, look like, oh yeah, it just hit the ground. A bit unfortunate. Guthrie now out of defence. Dylan Williams there to mop up. Oh, slips over. Gets the hands out though. Dangerfield now on his left shoe. High ball. Alea doesn't read it well. Bergman upheld on the tackle. Just out wise. That was a nice set of hands. Chance now Duncan. And finally chance comes for Geelong. Ollie Henry. And if there's any chance of coming back for the Cats, just needs to kick this one home. I've got quite a few controversial road kicks Saturday night. We did fight back. Yeah, I don't mind the fight back from Freo. Probably just shot themselves in the foot with that first half. Ollie Henry now. Can he slot this home? And the cheer squad likes it for the Cats. Well, it's much in a goal for Geelong. They bring it back. Oh, no, sorry. Under the goal for Port. It's just an automatic pressing given Port's dominance in this third term. What can I say? But nah, there we go. Ollie Henry gets one against the grain. Well, that's what they need more from Mitch Duncan. I think his disposals tonight have been really poor, and usually a bit of a better ball user. Gets the goal assist there. Anyway, now Houston hands it out to Farrell. Controlling the board halfback like they always do so nicely, but that's not a good kick from Farrell. Intercepted from Blitzarves. Not many options, so just hit the 45 out across to Stewart. Well, as the eyes O'Connor, Spore from Alea was good. Now Hawkins. Not a bad kick. It does favour Duncan. Can't hold on to the mark. Holmes now around his body. It's a high ball. Who's they going to find? Stengel? Almost. Throw her out. Nice smother there from Hawkins. Cameron, kick smothered. The only throw in.
It's always going to be
Yeah, they had good control throughout this throughout the whole first half, Ivan, mate, but they've let it slip. Port Port's dominance in this third team has been insane. 6 unanswered goals it was. Now Houston just breaks away and hacks it forward. Ball falls out to 𝐵Litzarves. Kick can't get to Duncan there, and that is going to be boundary throw him. And that's going to be on the ball against 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐹. Not happy with that. Bit lippy he was. Yeah, that's a poor kick inside 50 again from Geelong. Dylan Williams at the intercept. Boke, a poor kick. Just a game of variable ping pong at the moment. Nice Stewart now. Stewart chips it in across to Jack Henry. 3 minutes 10 to go in this third term. And a little bit of a momentum swing, I guess you could say, from Geelong. A few repeat entries their way, which has been a no-show throughout pretty much the whole third term. 𝐵Litzarves short kick to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐹. It's in good hands here. He has the kick inside 50 again. Oh my goodness. It's just sensational. I swear every kick inside 50 from Graham 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐹 is just exquisite. Wow. Well, it does fall on the lap of Mark O'Connor. And can the Irishman slot this home? Anyway, Mark O'Connor kicks on its way. It sneaks home. Well, Geelong with 2 in a row. It is now down to an 18-point margin. So, only 3 goals. Could maybe turn into an interesting game this one, perhaps. 2-9 to play. So, if they can maybe sneak home another, you never know.
Talked about just composed ball use, 6 or 7 uncontested marks in a row to find O'Connor pushing forward. He's had a pretty good night this 100th game.
I didn't realise Mark O'Connor's 100th game. Congratulations to him. Alright, drew the clearance inside 50. Horn Francis, was he held? Nothing there. Stewart now. See, I think Tom Stewart's now starting to get involved in this game a little bit more. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐹 now. We'll switch up the play. And across to Jack Henry. Kick needs to be good here, and it just perfectly is. Falls out to the 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐹 Guthrie. Yeah, no, that was a ripper of a tip, Badger. Should have given the D's more faith. Hawkins now. Deep kick inside 50. Stengel one-on-one with McKenzie. Oh, beautiful from McKenzie, but Stengel's still loose. Regathers his feet. The snap round the corner is going to be across the face. Chance gone begging there for the Cats. In the last few minutes, they've started to turn up a bit more now. Bit of a let off there for McKenzie. Williams now boots it out of the fence. Nice mark from 𝐼𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. Gonna pump it inside. 50 now. The Cats. 𝐼𝐗𝐿 in a good spot. And there he is, the big man. He's going to be big, I think, this fourth term. And across now to Riley Bonner. They're going to spam out on the top of 𝐵𝐴𝐴𝐵. Well done from Blitzarves. Looked like it was frontal, but I think he disguised it well. 𝐼𝐗𝐿 now. Brings it over. I thought that was a front on contact free. Yikes. 32 seconds to play, everyone. By the way, Yvonne. Could someone maybe sneak a set shot opportunity or something here? Coming around the corner. That's about his 5th disposal, so he's been really quiet. Houston holds it in. Yeah, the ruck from 𝐼𝐶𝐾 was very good. 𝐵𝐴𝐴𝐵. 𝐼𝐗𝐿 back to him. 10 seconds now. Maybe a little chance. No, it's not a good kick. Oh, there could be a bit of time here for Geelong. Nah, time run out. The kick wasn't good. So we're going to head into three-quarter time. What a quarter it was from Port Adelaide. 6 unanswered goals. Dominated their forward half. Had about 15 inside 50 to 0 within a time period of that third quarter. We're unstoppable. Yeah, brilliant. I think it was a 7-goal quarter from them. Just brutal. Winning every clearance they could get. Repeated entries, and they converted well, finally. Kicked some awesome goals. But the last few minutes or so, Geelong, well, getting a little bit of momentum their way. And it is a 17-point margin. So, yeah, I mean, I'll probably still back in Port Adelaide here for this final quarter. I do back in their defence to get it done. But Geelong could maybe come home strong here. You never know. You never know. Let's have a look at these three-quarter time stats. So, yeah, just dominance from Port Adelaide. We'll have a look at the inside 50s. 43 to 35. I suspect the differential would have been a little bit high before Geelong had a bit of a surge there towards the late part of that quarter. 33 clearances to 26 Port's way. So now they are winning the centre clearance and stoppage clearance differentials. Contest possessions 106 each. 63 marks to 43 Geelong's way, so obviously trying to control the ball. They had a lot more chip marks, though, the Cats. Disposal leaders, Houston and Zach Guthrie with 23 each. So, yeah, both running defenders with the game-high disposals. Wines putting together a nice game with 21. Holmes 21. Rosie 19. Butters 18. Goal assists, 2 to Rosie, 2 to 𝐵𝐴𝐵, and 2 to Myers. 6 score involvements to a bunch of players. Burn, Jones, Hawkins, Marshall, O'Connor, and Rosie. 8 in his possession of Guthrie. So individually, he's having a good game, Zach Guthrie. Inside 50s, 5 to Houston. Houston is probably been one of the best players out there on ground. I think just his kicking in general has been exquisite. Been really good. And the contest possession leader is Max Holmes with 14. Who, yeah, himself's putting together a bit of a nice game. Well, not a bad half, or not a bad three-quarters of footy, and that third term was just brutal from Port Adelaide. Could be maybe a bit of a comeback in the cards. Who knows? Because, yeah, I thought Geelong's last few minutes, that quarter looked promising. I was having danger will get the ball a lot less. I'd have him under 23.5 disposals. That should come through. How many touches is he on? Yeah, I mean, Dangerfield coming in straight away and making, like, you know, having a massive game probably was going to be a little bit unrealistic. Yeah, 15. Yeah, it should be alright. But if they're going to make a comeback, I think it's going to have to be big. The Cats Can the Cats do a pies and mow them down in the last quarter? Oh, you just had to reference the pies there? No, that's fair enough. Yeah, the pies are the kings of the fourth quarter. Look, I think they need to find something. It's been a lot of their role players tonight. I mean, you know, Guthrie's been having a really good game. I feel like Mark O'Connor's been quite decent too. And look at the goal scorers like Stengel too. But they need some of their stars. I think, you know, Gary Rowan too. The 3 goals in the first term. They need something from Hawkins. Need something from, of course, Jez. I mean, how many touches? And Hawkins kicked 2 goals and he's had 2 goal assists. But yeah, Jeremy Cameron has had just the 8 touches and a goal. And usually he's around a 20-touch player a game. So, yeah, he's been sort of out of touch a little bit with this one. But we'll see. Should be a good final term.
When you look at their pressure in time, it was 10% above AFL average, close to 285. So those numbers don't tell the whole story because Geelong...
So the pressure gauge says that Port Adelaide's pressure in that third quarter was above average. And then Geelong's was just sitting in just borderline average.
From clearance in one quarter is an amazing number. 32 points is the average per team per game.
Yeah, look at those scoring shots. So 12 goals 9, 10 goals 4. Port have just smacked them in that area as well. Got to add 3/4 time, by the way. The Saints have a good record of the Tigers. I'm not too sure exactly. I mean, but it's usually actually quite good games for the Saints and Tigers. I mean, last year's game I thought was pretty good. G'day, Randy. Do you know if there's a stats page that shows each team's daily breaks in between rounds and then the totals? What do you mean by daily breaks? Like just team stats in general, you mean? I'm not too sure of that question anyway. You should just be able to search up AFL team stats or something and you might get a good answer. I mean, on the AFL website they show a bunch of those stats. Anyway, final term. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, fellas. That'll be heavily appreciated. Maybe it could get a bit of a good game for this a good final quarter for this game. Chris Scott's not happy, revving up his plays. Like days in between go. 6-day breaks, 7-day break. Well, you can just use the AFL website as just for the fixtures. You know, just check the fixtures each week. Anyway, fourth term. Let's get this game underway. I mean, Jack Bowes on as a sub. He gets his first touch and they get the same clearance. Oh, I forgot to turn on the timer. Deep entry. Nice ball there from McKenzie. Boundary throw. I don't want to do that. I want you to. Oh, me to do that. Bloody hell. Oh, mate, you'll have to. It'll cost you, mate. $10 and I'll do it for you, mate. No, I'm joking. No, I mean, it's. Yeah, you just check for yourself, man. I mean, you just go one round. Like, so, for example, Geelong and Port Adelaide play Thursday, so next week, I don't know when they're playing next week. I mean, well, Port have the bye, and then Geelong next week have Melbourne. So that's probably going to be a prompt again. So maybe that's a Friday night game. I'm not too sure. But yeah, the X amount of day breaks is always a bit of a consideration when obviously tipping opponents and stuff. I mean, teams usually after the bye, though, are a little bit sluggish, which certainly doesn't really apply to Geelong given the fast start, but yeah, they're sort of fatigued out in that third quarter. Houston gets a clearance away, bounces over the top. No, it doesn't. Oh, what a slap from Dixon forward of Marshall. Can he regather the ball? He can. Doesn't have many options down forward, so flicks out a hand pass to Riley Bonner, and that's a crafty kick. Oh, McEntee's dropped the pill, though. Got to be marking those, but he applies the pressure nicely. His blitz arms turns the ball over, and Marshall, beautiful kick to Finlayson. And Jeremy Finlayson having a good night. He can get the first of the final term for Port.
sitting back waiting for the longer one. Marshall lowers his eyes, finds Finlayson.
Anyway, Jeremy Finlayson to extend Port Adelaide's lead and to get the first. It's going to go across the face, but could fall up to someone. Dixon, maybe. Sport nicely from 𝐷𝐞. Trying to claim the mark somehow. I think that's a fair call to claim it. Boak now. Nice. Gets... Oof. Burne-Jones misses. That was good from Boak there. Did well in the contest. Flicked it out to Burne-Jones, but he missed. So it is precisely now an 18-point game. So just your 3 goals. Tom Stewart now out across to Duncan. Been pretty quiet tonight, Mitch Duncan. And Duncan now goes out across to the wing. Nice ball there from Houston. Been great tonight, Dean Houston. Let's see his statistics. 24 disposals, going at 79%. 9 contested possessions, 6 clearances. Been really, really good. Anyway, now Butters. Not a good hand pass there. That was poor. Myers now. Crafty kick. Should fall to Henry. Just couldn't fall in his lap. Henry with the spin move. Gives it out. Isaac Smith now a chance on his left. And he kicks it. Wow, what a goal from Isaac Smith. Well, that's the first of the final quarter. It's back to 2 goals. 𝐷𝐞, mate, cheers for $1. Really appreciate it. Appreciate your donation, mate, and the support. Always, yeah, always appreciative of the little donations left, right and centre. But yeah, thanks very much, 𝐷𝐞, mate. Big there from Isaac Smith. Jeez, that's a bit of a crowd silencer. Must have just snuck home through. A bit of a delayed reaction.
Puts it out in front, doesn't he? Pulls it across his body. He just keeps the ball alive. They get their goal.
Broken tackle there, Henry, and that's the reason they got that goal.
One of the Cats got only visiting sides to beat Port Adelaide over when trailing at 3/4 time. The Dogs
Atkins upheld from Butters with a nice tackle.
to win the flag. How plucky are these Cats?
Wines now out to Zachy Butters. Who's he going to find inside 50? Oh, Dixon, bodywork was beautiful. How's the pickup though? Not good enough. Stewart attacks it. Dixon just pushed out with ease. Jeez, I think correct disposal there had to be from Tui, but wasn't paid. Boak now to the top of the square. Almost from Marshall. And a boundary throw.
Two-goal game as Port chase a top 2 finish. And the Cats try and get a right to play finals full stop. Deep in attack for Port Adelaide. Dixon couldn't cradle it. Goes and
Anyway, now 𝐵𝐿. Oh, beautiful. Breaks the tackle. The kick. Oh, it's home. What a goal, Sam 𝐵𝐿. What a goal. That's what he can do. He's the difference maker, Sam 𝐵𝐿. A beautiful kick. 13 goals, 1088. Back out to 3 goals. The stiff arm, bit of a Dusty Martin-esque. Great kick. Jeez, he's had some good moments tonight, 𝐵𝐿. That's his 2nd goal. Just when he gets those chances, he is deadly. And throat's a bit dry.
how quickly can things change? He didn't get a touch in the opening term. Took about 6 minutes in the second to get a touch. And his goal in the third.
Massive stuff there from SPP as Butters again. Oh, what a pick up and hand pass. And here come Port again with another centre clearance. Rosie this time inside 50. Deep entry should fall to Finlayson. Oh, you just can't give any space to Jeremy Finlayson. What a mark inside 50. You absolute beauty. And could this be now the bubble burst on Geelong's potential comeback? That's just poor defending there from Henry. Didn't get up. Didn't contest. For his fourth 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿. What a star he's been this year, and he slots it home. Back out to 4 goals now. Quick 2 in a row from Port. Big stuff there. Absolutely huge.
Hard to think how Jeremy compartmentalises what he's going through with Kelly during the week and is able to perform at all, let alone so extraordinarily well.
Sure, she inspires him, huh?
Must. Have to.
But geez, they've been brilliant tonight though with the centre clearances, Port Adelaide. That's been the difference, I think, with this game. They've just their ability to break away from the stoppage. Butters, Rosie, been brilliant at those. Again in the middle. Lyset's been good tonight. Stengel now. Oh, centre bounce for him. Interesting. Bowes now. Inside 50. Not a bad kick. Oh, geez. I thought Holmes was going to get there. Fell in a good direction. Alaire there. Probably did a bit too much there, but I like the effort from him. Holmes with the tackle. Holmes now launches inside 50. And they fly back the numbers nicely. They put Houston with the intercept. Been brilliant tonight, though. Dean Houston. One of the best players of field. No, Port just had the first read of the Pies how to win the last quarter. Yeah, probably, mate. Marshall with a beautiful mark. Houston with another disposal his way. Jeez, that is a great kick there from Farrell now. Marshall inside 50. Oh, it's too easy. They've been brilliant with a lot of the transition movements tonight. Port Adelaide, Nark on the end of the mark. Port's corridor use is great, says Trumpet. Yeah, no, he's been brilliant tonight. Chance to get his second of the game, Narkle. Directly in front from 50 out. Quit in Narkle. It's going to come back. It's home. He's got his second, Narkle. Putting it on a nice night. Let's see his stats. Let's have a look. 2 goals, 11 touches, a mark, a tackle. Not bad. Not bad for his first game. Does it warrant him a spot? Or does he stay apart in the first? Perhaps, maybe. Well, it's back out to 30 points now in Port. Pretty much shut up shop to the possibility of this ever becoming a comeback. That's just been the big factor, I think. Port's, they're just their ball movement and their setting clearances. It's been the big difference this game. I think their rebound ability has been really, really good too. Should be all wrapped up now. Goal swings back beautifully. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿 now. Jeez, what the hell was that kick? Could have just launched it forward. Slayed a bit of a lollipop kick as Mark O'Connell the intercept. There you go, short Isaac Smith. Jeez, here comes the barrel from Isaac Smith. Not a bad one, but Bergman in a good position. Drops the mark, though. Hands out to Houston. Burne-Jones around the corner. In the space of Narkwood. Can get in and go here. Hands it out now to Todd Marshall. Kick inside 50. Just couldn't execute there to Dixon. As Colin Jasny got in front with the intercept. Short kick to 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿. And now to Duncan. Not 15 paid. Quick hands over the top to 𝐼𝐴𝐸𝐸. Poor kick there from the boy from Riverino. It's intercepted from Horn Francis. Burn-Jones. And another kick inside 50. That's just uncontested. Lazy defending as Ollie Wines, the Brownlow medalist, plays on. And he misses. Oh my goodness. That could have just been the final nail in the coffin right there. But bit of an anticlimactic moment there. Bloody hell. Could have just gone back. But yeah, I think Geelong's defending though, from the second half onwards, like defending inside 50, it's just been horrid at times. It just feels like every time Porter's gone in there now, it's just an uncontested mark almost. As 𝐓𝐡𝐞 goes to the massive barrel. That's 60 metres. McKenzie though, another big boom, another play with a big boot with a nice intercept. Surely he just sends one back. Now we go out across to Williams. 12 minutes to play here. Probably a little bit too much of a mountain to climb, I think, for Geelong to come back in this one. So, against Geelong, should be home and hose from here, perhaps. Buse now, out across to Cameron. Oh, the pressure from McEntee was beautiful. And it's on the ball. What a tackle from McEntee. One of the more underappreciated plays in the lineup. And they can go back and make it a 37-point margin now. That's just huge. It's the pressure, it's the intent, it's the intensity. That's been brilliant from Port tonight. McEntee now should line up and should kick this goal, and he does. Reaps the rewards of a lovely chase down tackle. 37 points it is now. Cats of the D's next week too. Doesn't get... they're still in a position to make finals, but bloody hell, it's a tricky one. Let's see the live ladder. So Geelong is sitting at 9th. Obviously with regaining a game back. So they still have a game in hand because Bulldogs and Adelaide. Well, Adelaide have their bye this week. Yeah, I mean, just a game outside the 8, really. Well, it's been a disappointing night from Geelong, though. Had a really respectable first half, but I've just shut the bed, really. Couldn't keep up. Just got out-hunted, really, out-fatigued. Oh, no, sorry, they got out-fatigued, I should say. Not Port out-fatigued them. Horn Francis now. It's another centre clearance support. It's not a good kick though. Intercepted from 𝐼𝐴𝐸𝐸. 𝐼𝐴𝐸𝐸 now towards half forward Hawkins. Cameron Hawkins. No, sorry, Hawkins. Alear. Hawkins did well. Atkins now. Low kick. Not a good one. Intercepted from Boak. Yeah, it's just multiple things, Ades. I think just like defensively, they've been defensively really on and off. I think they've defended well as a back six, but they've just been really inconsistent and etc. with just a lot of their defense and etc. And obviously injuries haven't helped as well. A few interruptions with that, but yeah, their defense. Like I thought it was really strong against the Bulldogs, but it just hasn't been good tonight. And yeah, sometimes their midfield can get comprehensively beaten throughout patches of games, and it just has been throughout that third quarter. Myers over the top, nice, neat kick. Chance now for 𝐼𝐶. Hands it over to Ollie Henry and should stroll into an open goal here. Oh, and he misses, and the Port fans give it to him. Oh dear. $26-point margin now. Anyway, Burton now went short to Butters and he gets it back. Stewart couldn't read it and he goes out for a boundary throw-in. Yeah, high free for Burton.
Some sort of a gift.
Yeah, no worries, Riley, mate. Take care, mate. Have a good night. And I have to say again one more time, mate. Well done on your correct tip, mate, on the 𝐼𝗐𝐻𝐪 𝐼𝐻𝐪. No, that was a beauty, mate. I didn't even put it in for you. But take care, mate. See you later. All right, well, Kane throwing out in a bit of a sweet spot here to line up for goal. 9 minutes to play and counting.
Butters can kick, boys. He's a good kick. I mean,
Burns like one Burton of end in the middle of the oval.
To make this over 40 points. And Farrell not going to be coming back. But it does sit up here for Dixon. Oof, almost rushes through for a point.
From his knee. Fine fashion. Doesn't seem to affect it anymore.
reckon he'll be working on his hands through the week. He's had two hands on a lot of marks tonight, Charlie.
Zach Guthrie now to the defence. Not a good kick straight down Finlayson's throat.
Arms on the ready.
Anyway, now out across the Butters.
Possession number 23 to Rosie. Possession number 21 to highly influential early. Williams.
Dylan Williams now centres it up.
Inside. York's attacking.
Rowan, almost flies in. Very good in the first quarter. Quiet, though, for the rest. Tui now out of the fence. Ooh, risky kick. Trickles out the back towards Myers. Centering ball. Just was too high there for Brad Close. Farrell now. Spin move. Regala's on his left and kicks a beauty to Butters. Couldn't take the mark, though.
Didn't mention Burton, I think, before, who's very, very good kick as well. Kicked that goal, that long goal early in the game.
Butters still having a pretty good game. 23 disposals in the goal. Certainly hasn't been his absolute best, though. But will he continue the streak, though, Zach Butters, of getting a coach's vote every game? It's going to be interesting to see. I think he's a chance.
Just for the second time in Chris Scott's career after 13 games in a season, he's on the wrong side of the ledger. The only other time, 2015, when
Oh, jeez. What a shocking kick there from Mark O'Connor out in the full. Plenty to think about, though, for Chris Scott. It's another game dropped, and maybe it was just at the expense of the Bulldogs. Just terrible in accuracy and forward 50 use for them to get to that, win. Because now the writing's on the wall. Not good enough in this game for a full quarter performance as Burn Jones tried to be cheeky there. Thought he kept it in, but he didn't.
coming tonight, 69.1% of his matches, which is just insanity, really. Because every game between now and the end of 2027,
But you have Freo to play, and you have Gold Coast to play. You think they win those two games.
50% winning record. Chris has got years up his sleeve.
So yeah, they're probably, and Richmond playing too, so they're probably at least going to move down to 10th or 11th after dropping this game Geelong at the end of it. Anyway, Burton, not bad attacking the footy, and he's going to get rewarded with a holding free here. Or could he go bang from 55 though, Burton? That's going to be big if he could.
Which I mentioned from 60 to the opposite end of the ground. Never really took possession, I suppose, Burton.
He's on the run with the other one inside 50. This gives you more momentum. This is the set shot. But backing himself in.
Time left, 6 minutes on the dot. There's now, bit of a centering ball here from Burton. I thought he was going to go bang. Decided not to. Bowes now. Just a clearing kick. Porter set it up well here though. But Dangerfield did well with the tackle on the ball up.
A break next. I know that they want to break the way they're playing. 11 in a row with this tonight.
I think I'll get out and have a fresh
Bounty throw on 5:20 out to play. But yeah, great night, great game from Port. 11 wins in a row it's going to be though now. Just another really strong game at home. Riley bowling up, low kick inside 50, intercepted from Henry. And risky kick, but falls to Zach Guthrie. Now Sam DeConing. DeConing now down towards the wing. Lear can't do much. Was he held? Yes, he will. Played for it and won it. So yeah, game started off pretty strong for the Cats. Were ruthless in front of goal whilst Port were inaccurate, but that third quarter is where things changed. 6 unanswered goals it was for Port. Just sensational. Absolutely brutal. With the clearances, the ball movement. Transition was really good tonight as well. Just an impressive win from an exciting team to watch. One of the more, well, one of my most one of my favourite teams to watch at the moment, apart from the Swans, of course. Alright, Gary Rowan now. But yeah, you know, if they go far, Port, I think you know, I'd love to see him win a flag. Be awesome to see. Houston now out across to Rosie. Kick couldn't quite get to Narkle, but it falls over the top anyway. Now Boak. There's a chance for one more beauty for Port. Oh, I said almost comes up with a beautiful mark. McEntee hands it out. Slapped out from Henry. Fell straight as much as Wines. Drew, snap around the corner. Oh, the bounce. Went over the top of course, Stewart, but wrong side of the post. Stewart now with the kick in and goes short. Zach 2 in Guthrie, and that's a brave mark in the corridor. They can go here, the Cats, for a bit of junk time. Hands over the top. Hughes now, Jeremy Cameron. And the kick inside 50 is beautiful to Hawkins. Well, they needed more of that. They needed more of that neat kicking for a full 4-quarter performance from the Cats. Just didn't have it for much in that second half. Still though, Hawkins, chance for his third, and he's got 6 score involvements and 9 disposals. And I think he had 2 goal assists last time I checked. So still, I think statistics-wise, a productive night, but probably just not enough. Tommy Hawkins for his third. Ain't going to come back. Goes across the face towards the left. 234 by the way, Michael. G'day, Cameras. Welcome to the stream, mate. Cannot believe this. Yeah, well, there's many ways to say that. Obviously, cannot believe how Port are 11 in a row. This has been just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I don't know if you're in the stream, as I said earlier, though, Gummers, mate, but Port are one of my favourite teams to watch at the moment. They've just been insane these past 11 weeks, really. Sort of like calling from last year, just a really great team to watch. And I've always had a soft spot for Port too. I think they like them as a club. And oh, you meant because you tipped against us first time since round 3. Oh, yikes, man. Well, you know, you take a win for your footy club over a bloody tip at the end of the day. As Ben Jones unselfishly goes over the top to Boak, the former skipper and veteran. Yeah, this sure will be 𝐸69. Minute and a half to play as the time ticks down, and Boak a chance to slot home Port 17. So they put on a score, and it's another game from the Cats. I think someone said in the commentary box, this is like Geelong's 3rd game. They've given up over 100 points, and when they won the flag last year, they only did it once. So, yeah, defensive problems is definitely an issue. I think DeConing now is... Look, I really love Sam DeConing as a play from last year, but I just felt this year it's been a bit of a fallback from earth now. With hey, this is what it's like. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 now. That's just singling out Dakota, of course. I think just with a few injuries and stuff, etc. as well. Seemed to struggle a bit. Anyway, Tom Stewart now. Good attack. Run and gun he has. Towards half forward now. It's going to be swept up from Trent McKenzie. Always really liked Trent McKenzie as a player. I think he's been pretty underrated in this time period of Port Adelaide's dominance. He's been obviously the partner in crime with 𝐼𝐗𝐬, whilst Tom Jonas is just not good enough to get back in the team. Deary me. Here's the power chance. Honestly, it's one of my favourite chants in AFL. I love it. Power. Bloody hell. I'll tell you when that's true. I just looked too much in through the cuts. Yeah, I mean, I tipped Geelong as well. Obviously, an egg on my face within the end. But from that first half, look, I don't think there's too much shame in it. I thought Geelong's first half was certainly warranted them to be good enough to win the game. They just got out-hunted. And this is just somewhat with Port Adelaide's belief. I just feel like they're always in games. But here's the siren. What a win it is for Port. Comprehensive win. 38 points it is. What a win. They did it convincingly within the end. It was a close first half, but Port, pretty much, they say it's the premiership quarter for a reason, that third term. 6 unanswered goals. It was like a 7-goal to 2 quarter. A brilliant win it was. 16 goals, 12-108. 11 goals, 672. Look at these stats before we end up the stream. There goes my fucking light, as it always does. Flickers on and off. Plus 16 inside 50s for Port. The one that they eventually smacked him in the clearances, 45-29. Plus 9 stoppage clearances, plus 7 centre clearances. So yeah, their ball move, especially the centre clearances, I felt Port had a few goals from them as well. So yeah, really, really good in that second half. 17, yeah, see, there you go. 17 marks inside 58. There was just a lot of clean entries from Port in that second half. It's all about their second half, really. I can't really say much about the first half from them. It was, yeah, it was a bit of a slow start from them. Big stuff from Port. We'll have a look at the stats now. Dan Houston. Do I think he's best on ground? I think he is. 31 disposals. I thought he had a brilliant game. Patrolled the back half line. Was awesome with disposal. Plenty of inside 50s too. Ollie Irons at 28. Guthrie with 26. Rosie with 25. Score involvement. Intercept possessions 8 for Guthrie. 8 for Alear. Score involvements. Burn Jones with 9. Pretty busy down forward. 15 contested possessions for Holmes and Ollie Wines. Inside 50s, Todd Marshall. So there's a lot of great performers from this game. Port dominated second half. Clearances were brilliant. Ball movement was really good as well. And defended well throughout the course. Pretty much in general the whole game as well. So my 3-2-1 votes. That's a good question. Who are we going? So I reckon Houston's best on ground, so I'll give him the 3. We'll go 2 to Rosie, and then for the 1 vote, really like Todd Marshall's game. We'll give him the 1. So 3 to Houston, 2 to Rosie, and 1 to Todd Marshall. Thought he had a big game. So yeah, fellas, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, make sure to leave a like and subscribe on the stream if you haven't already. Always appreciate support, everyone. Cheers for another beauty. Port too good. Move to the top of the table, and yeah, they're looking the goods now for hopefully a deep push and a massive tilt for the flag in September. So yeah, fellas, thanks for tuning in. Obviously going to be streamed tomorrow night where that embarrassment will probably get absolutely pumped by the lines of the Gabba, but you never know, because last time we played at that venue against them, we won. So, I don't know. We'll probably get pumped, but stay tuned on the channel, lads, as I will obviously be streaming that tomorrow night. So, yeah, fellas, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, always appreciate the support. And, yeah, if this is the last time here for the weekend, have a good weekend. Yeah, Port too good, fellas. Cheers later.